Vaccines, my friend. Absolutely. All right. All right. Sign in. All right, guys. Are we live? Are we live? Feeling very live. Feeling very live. Thank you, guys. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you being here. Welcome. Welcome, welcome. We are, man, April 16th, 2026. Welcome to the Dr. Greg Show. Thank you for being here. Appreciate you guys so much. We're going to be debating people, trying to engage. Oh, Marsha, what's up? How's it going? Dude, very nice. Oh, what's up? Is that Kai? What's up, man? How's it going? Nice to see you. All right. Oh my gosh. All right, everyone. Let's do it. Let's get this gone. Oh, Light Spiritual Warrior's back. What's up, man? How's it going? Always nice to have a fan. The guy's a super fan, actually, to be honest with you. Guys in here so much. I love it, though. I love it. Thank you for being here. All right. How are you guys doing today? Thank you for being here. Let's go. Marshmallow, how are you? Thank you for being here. Not that guy. Not that guy. You gotcha. All right, guys. Well, I was thinking if we can't find any MAGA in TikTok, there's the site that people are using to debate MAGA people. It's like You Mingle or something. So we'll try to see if we can do that. Hopefully we can get someone in here. We'll see. We'll see. They're running scared. They're running pretty hard, pretty scared lately. But we'll see. We'll see. Pretty fast too. It's wild. It is wild to me. It's crazy to me how the MAGA always feigns the victims. You know what I mean? They are constantly like, they're so snarky and they're so mean. They're so mean-spirited. But then as soon as you push back a little bit, they're just like they melt. They just completely wither like a flower. You know, it's just in the desert sun. It's just like, oh, it's not fair. It's not fair that you're rude to me. I can only be rude to you. Oh, Robin, what's up? It's even funnier from over here. He can't see me. I can, Kai. I can see you right now. I can see you. I can see you right now. I can see you. I can see you, Kai. I can see you right there. Hey, Ryan, what's up? Oh, man, it's a party over there. Thank you, guys. Thank you for hanging out over there. I appreciate you. I was talking about the light dude. Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, I got you. Okay. Yeah, Kai, I got you. I know, right? Guys, it's so funny. It's always like the super fans that come in here and constantly they're constantly commenting, you know? So then we constantly show up in their feed, you know? So it's like, well, I mean, their algorithm pushes us to them, which is fine. But it's funny that they're like, why do you keep, you know, what's going on? Like, well, it's because you're constantly in here and you're constantly watching and you're constantly, you know, commenting. Marsha, thank you so much. Appreciate you doing that. Hope you guys are having a good night. I have been. Oh, yes, exactly. This is why we don't block people, Ellie. Thank you for being in here. You'll never be blocked here. Don't worry. Well, we're just infesting your feeds, just like how you guys infest other people with easily preventable diseases. They're not vaccinating. So, just like how you guys, all you have to do is give, you give me your vaccination papers, and I'll block you. How about that? You just get vaccinated, get all your boosters, get all your COVID shots, get your flu booster, get your titer, make sure that your immune system is fully functional, and I'll block you. How about that? Show you the studies, Bill. They're everywhere. They are literally everywhere. I mean, honestly, like which ones do you want? To talking about like that vaccines are safe and effective? Like how can you possibly argue against that? I have a science degree, and that doesn't mean anything. So it doesn't matter if you have an MD or a PhD. If you don't agree and you don't actually, like, if you can't understand and uphold science as an institution, as a scientist, then it doesn't matter what your degree is. So there are PhDs and MDs that are cranks, that are grifters, that are lying for money, and we roast them all the same. So having a little bachelor's of science and some like whatever degree you have doesn't matter to me. Okay, Ellie, then you should agree with me. Then that's what it is. Yeah, bet you if you don't, then what is it? What is a science degree? That's a really good point, Robin. Yeah, what is a science degree? Yeah, or Ellie, I don't know what your name is, but what is a science degree? I also care about people's health, very passionate about it. Okay, that's my animating purpose. So there you go. So we shouldn't disagree at all. So there you go. It's kind of you. That's kind of you. That's kind of a you problem. Cosmetology. No way. Oh man, maybe. Who knows? Maybe. Who knows? We'd have to see. Yeah, Marcia, thank you. Oh, that's awesome, Marcia. Thank you for doing that. Yeah, thank you. She's a degree in real science, guys. Okay, like if you don't say what it is, then you don't have a degree in science. You know what I mean? Like if you didn't, like anyone that actually has a STEM degree would be proud of it, and you just say what it is. So anyone that doesn't, like, when asked for, like, what's your degree in? What is your specialization in? Like any scientist, anyone that has a science degree is proud to say, like, I have a microbiology PhD. I study molecular biology. I am a physics, like there's tons of stuff that you would be happy to extol. So, but the fact that you don't do that is very telling, Oh man, Blake, how is your brain after the Artemis 2 stuff, man? If you still think that the world isn't a globe, man, like how is your brain? How are you doing? How are you? You can't be doing well. You can't be doing well. Yeah, Wilson, definitely not. I think that we understand that lead is like poisonous through science. So I'm pretty sure that that's a good way to not to have it. You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, I'm sorry, Allie. See, they always cry bully too. So here they are, like they don't support public health. They harm people, and then you roast them a little bit, and then they say, "Oh, you're so real. You're so mean to me." Oh, like I don't coddle people like you, Ellie. I'm sorry. So I'm sorry. Oh, Heather, yeah, it's funny. Oh, I'm toxic. I'm the toxic one. Yeah, I'm not the toxic one. Like, if you have good faith questions, then I'll sit here and answer to them, and you can get it in the guest box, and I'll talk to you for hours if you have good faith questions. But yeah, I don't allow people to just sit there and be a conspiratorial, nonsense talker, and I'm going to roast you for it. So, like, I'm sorry. Like, you either defend yourself or uphold science, and like that's how easy it is. Like that's what you do. Cool. You got a bachelor's in computer engineering. Cool. Nice, man. I know, Amy. As if the stream has like changed at all since August. I mean, or is it July of last year? Dude, we're coming up on a year. I don't know, Nadine. I think it's a lot of people, conspiracy theorists, are talking chemtrails, or they're talking 900-year-old humans. It's just nonsense. It's crazy. Do we evolve from unicorns? No. Hey, MB. Oh, thank you. Man. Yeah. Hey, thank you, Kai. You know, I'm gonna try to see if I can get you mods in that one too. Let me see if I have like permission. I don't even think I have a mod. There. Boom. Cool, Kai. Now you're a mod in YouTube as well. Thank you for being there. If some of you could like go in there, that would be nice. That would be awesome. Yeah, silly. I think that people are like, you know, I don't know if they're becoming less intelligent. I think that they're just being informed on the wrong things. So I think that people are being educated, but they're just being educated on the wrong things. So I think that's the big problem, you know, that people are having. I know, right? People don't ask enough about science. Exactly, Amy. And I don't understand that like mentality of not asking questions. Like I would not. Oh wow, thank you, Ghostbusters. Thank you. Like I would never go to a bakery. Okay, I would never go to a bakery after never baking or never baked a cake. I wouldn't sit there and go, "This is how you should bake a cake." You don't have the right amount of baking soda in there. You know that the best cakes don't have any eggs. That's what you sound like. That's what you guys sound like. You sound like, you know, someone that has no idea what they're talking about, going into a bakery, telling them that like actually a good cake has cement in it. Like who are you? No baker is going to take you seriously, and the fact that you actually extol this stuff is embarrassing to you. I'm sorry. Or imagine going to a baker and being like, cakes don't exist. Like what? That's how ludicrous you guys sound. No, you're exactly wrong, Tiny. Climate change is definitely the over time the climate has changed, but humans are having an unprecedented impact on the climate. Absolutely. So that's for sure happening. Yeah. I mean, the idea that like humans are not impacting the world is so preposterous. It's like Catholics now against Pope Leo for MAGA. I know, Michelle. It's so wild to me that people are. It's just very cultish, right? It's like I can't imagine telling the Pope like you don't have Jesus's best interest in mind. It's like what? It's very weird. In Canada, we have carbon tax for climate change. Yeah, Nadine, I think that carbon tax is a good idea. Yes, justice. There you go, dude. Guess what? Justice. Every time someone gets a vaccine in this live, we celebrate you. We celebrate you every single time. So that makes us 1242, guys. 1242. Let's give it up. I'm so sorry. Justice Rita. Let's give a hand up. V's or MAVA in chat, guys. V's or MAVA in chat. Here we go. The marquee is going to change. 1242. Justice Rita. 3, 2, 1. There you go. Justice Rita. Thank you. 1242. You are awesome. I love it. Thank you so much for being vaccinated. We appreciate everyone and celebrate everyone that gets vaccinated in this community. We appreciate you. We love you for taking public health seriously. And we, every single shot, every single time, we celebrate you. This community alone has gotten 1,242 vaccines. We support public health. We support public health workers. We love you guys. Thank you, Justice Rida. Thank you. All right. Thank you, man. I just got into a very competitive summer research program for synthetic chem. I'm so excited. Nice, Declan. Congratulations. Those are those awesome opportunities for undergrad research that really could change your life. And I definitely think that's an amazing thing, man. Congratulations. Anyways, it's your mind. You are the one who has to live in it. Yeah. But like, reality exists outside of your brain, dude. Are you a solipsist? Are you a solipsist, bro? Like I'm sorry, but yeah, like the reality does exist. So, and we live inside of it. Dude, oh, your son just got the HPV vax. Dave, let's go, dude. Dave, 1243. Let's do it, guys. 1243. Let's give it up. Let's give it up for Dave. In 3, 2, 1. Boom. 1243. Every single shot, every single time we spam V for vaccine or MAVA for Make America Vaccinated Again. Thank you guys so much for taking public health seriously. Vaccines show that you love yourself, that you love the people around you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Genuinely, thank you. Love that. I love that. Thank you guys so much. I don't know what that means, Elise B. I don't understand any of what that means. I'm not Maha. What's your view on glyphosate? It's an herbicide? It's a tool, it's a tool for farmers use. So why aren't people still evolving? We kind of are. We have new diseases that we're actually like removing from the gene pool with gene therapy. So we kind of are, like diseases are kind of going away for, some of these genetic diseases. So it is kind of cool. We don't like, humans don't exist in like natural selection, right? Because we are, oh, what? Robin, awesome. Shingles, flu, and tetanus. What? Wow, Robin, let's go, dude. 1246, guys. Are you serious? 1246? Wow, let's do this. This feels great. I love this. Thank you so much. Okay, guys, 1246 in 3, 2, 1. 1246. Let's give it up to Robin. 1246. Dude, are you serious? Mel got 2 shots. 2 shots and wow, Mel got 2 shots too. This is amazing. Robin, good job. Your shingles, flu, and tetanus vaccine. That's amazing. All right, and Mel got 2 vaccines as well. This is awesome, dude. 1248, guys. 1248. Let's give it up for Mel in YouTube chat. 3, 2, 1. Boom. 1248. Good job, man. Let's go. Man, we've gotten a lot of vaccines tonight. This is amazing. This is so cool. I haven't gotten this many vaccines in a while, man. This is awesome. Love it. Thank you, guys. I got my 6th month COVID this week. Terry, let's go. We got another one. 1249, guys. Let's keep it going. Let's keep the claps going. Let's keep it going.
You got to give them more energy than that.
Let's go. Let's go, guys. Here we go in 3, 2, 1. 1249. 1249. Terry. Love it. Thank you, guys. Dude, Heather's mom just got the COVID vaccine. Let's do this. This is amazing. 1250. Guys, this is incredible. 1250. Give it up for Heather's mom. Keep it going. 3, 2, 1. There you go. 1249, guys. 1249. Oh my gosh. Dude, Heather's mom. Amazing. It's amazing, dude. Good job. 1250. 1250. Shout out to public health. Exactly, Marcia. There we go. Oh, nice. Limon. Did you just finished her last round? Did she get another one? Did we already do yours, or do you need? Did we celebrate you? We celebrate all your direct family. So any type of grandmothers, kids, anyone. So dogs, we don't do dogs, unfortunately. Dogs is I got the Tdap because your daughter just had a baby. Congratulations, Valerie. Valerie just became, oh my gosh, your daughter. Okay. All right, let's get okay, so Limon first. 1251. Limon 1251. 3, 2, 1. 1251. 1251. Thank you guys. 1251 for Limon, and then we got Tdap for Valerie. 1252. Valerie. Every single shot, every single time, guys. 3, 2, 1. 1252. 1252. Let's go. Amazing, guys. You are amazing. This is awesome. There we go. Sorry, my mic volume got weird. Limon, Valerie, thank you guys. 1252. I think I was like, that's a ton of vaccines today. That's amazing. Hey, Unmasked, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Now we don't hear the applause. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, we can. Here, let's do this. Thank you, Unmasked. Thank you, brother. Let's see this. Yeah, it should be low. It should be very low. Vaccines cause adults. It's so true. Hey. Exactly. Good job, guys. Awesome, man. That was so cool. 1252. Okay, cool, Unmasked. Cool. Awesome, man. User 8007623376 I love that name. I almost named my daughter that. Oh, man. I know. All right, guys. I know. It was crickets on the applause. Well, I mean, yeah, I had to turn it down because it got really loud. But we're good now. We got good. Thank you, guys. Thank you. I love it. Guys, dude, is that crazy or what? Is this the
world famous Dr. Greg show?
Dude, what is going on, guys? Tonight, what a good showing. You guys showed up. You guys showed up tonight. I love it, man. I love it. I love when you guys like we celebrate it. We double we celebrate you guys. And you get you get safer and stronger by getting vaccinated. I love it. I absolutely love it, man. I love it. Thank you, guys. Well, unfortunately, we're still waiting for some of these MAGA people. We'll see. It's hard to get MAGA in here. I'll be honest. Guys. We just well, let's see. Let's see if I can do this. Try this. Thank you, user. Thank you. Mm-hmm. All right. I know, Amy. I know it's something about like not being able to defend anything that Trump does makes them kind of run, you know, like not being able to actually defend anything that actually happens through, you know, what's going on. It's pretty embarrassing for them. Thank you, Helen. What's up? Nice to see you over there. It's pretty embarrassing for them. It's pretty embarrassing. Guys. They are very scared. They're very chicken. It's just frustrating because it's like it goes to show you like how unserious people are. And that's my big thing. Like I really feel like in general, like Republicans are just less serious about problems, right? They don't care about solving problems. They don't care about actually addressing issues. They don't care about a lot of things. And here we are kind of stuck with cleaning up the mess just constantly from people that don't care about what's going on or the harm that they cause one another. And they don't care about harming people. And here we are having to constantly clean up their mess after all these, like the presidents and stuff. It's so boring, man. It's so boring to just constantly having to like fill in the gaps in these years, these lost decades that we've had as a country. And then when things get bad, what happens? If things get bad, what happens? They just lie. They just completely lie. Like, I mean, something that we might do is the RFK hearing today, which is just unbelievable that the clips of this guy just lying, just absolutely lying, saying that it's actually been the Trump administration that has done the best at keeping measles at bay. How can you have the worst outbreak since 1989 and sit there and be allowed to lie in Congress under oath? The guy is lying under oath. He should be thrown in jail. It is unbelievable. We have the worst cases of measles since 1989, and he's saying that they actually handled it the best. How is this allowed to happen? How can you just nakedly lie? I don't get it. I don't get it. I genuinely don't. Yeah, Matt, exactly. He is a physician. It's true. It is. Yeah. Oh, Helen's back. Helen Mary. Mary's back. We call her. We don't. Helen will always be Helen. Helen's my number one fan. So, you know. Yes, exactly, Helen. The real Helen. That they won't do anything about it anyway, and it's embarrassing. It's just embarrassing. Gavin Newsom does not lie all the time. Again, like it's just coping, man. That's all MAGA has, is that all politicians do it. That's all they say. All politicians lie. All politicians are corrupt. And it's just this duplicitous nonsense that, like, it has to stop. Like, I'm sorry, it just has to. Like, I have my own personal qualms about, like, what's happening with the Democratic Party and stuff like that. But are you going to see me sitting here devoting a bunch of times talking about the problems with the Democratic Party? No. Like, if my nails are slightly too long and I have a gunshot, what do you think I'm going to address first? Okay? I'm sorry. I'm not going to be sitting here talking about a hangnail. All right? I'm sorry, but it's not. The idea that the media constantly plays into this, like, oh, both sides narrative, it's just so wrong. It's so wrong. Yeah, who is an actor? Who's their actors? Don't you think that there were normal people? Are you saying MAGA's normal? The acting? What? You don't know if he thought it was a lich or a doctor, and that got confused. Yeah, Ghostbusters. The idea that he didn't know, dude. Stick to the science, Mary. Like, what are you talking about? The politicians. Trump came for science. Trump is the one that's trying to dismantle science. Trump and RFK are coming for billions and billions of dollars of science research. How am I not allowed to speak on that? What are you talking about? Like, of course I am allowed to talk about politics when your politicians are directly harming my career and the thing that I love the most. You don't think that I'm allowed to talk about that? Are you out of your mind? Well, yes, but like also, no, that's not okay. Paula, how's it going? What do you think of Dr. Schwartz as Surgeon General? Robin, I'm shocked, honestly. Like, wait, are you talking about the CDC director? I thought the CDC director was like actually extremely well qualified. I was really shocked about that. Do you mean you're talking about the influencer, the the naturopath influencer for Surgeon General, which is insane. I don't think that that's possible at all. I don't think that it's crazy to me. But yeah, got it. You need a job. Why? Well, yeah. As a scientist, yes. Like science has created like huge breakthroughs in your life that has caused you like to improve your quality of life constantly. But I'm not fighting for science just because I need a job. I'm fighting for it because it's the best way that we know how to solve problems in the world. Like it's not like because, I just need to have a job, like it's because science can actually be used to do things, to improve things, to solve problems like that. That's why we should care about science. It's just insane. Again, that's just not a serious. It's just not a serious way of looking at problems. It's so insane. Oh, good, Paul. I'm glad that you are. Yeah, thank you, and thank you, Envy, for popping in there. I really appreciate you. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's so wild to me because like I remember during Obama's presidency, we had entire weeks, guys, like years. We had years talking about the coal miners, how bad the coal miners have it under Obama, how Obama was coming for the way of life of a coal miner. Don't we have any sympathy for these poor old coal miners? And we had years of people talking about, we need jobs programs for coal miners. We need to give them a bailout. We need to do all this stuff in order to save the coal mining industry. Republicans were constantly talking about this. And now they revel and they rejoice and they're excited to see scientists lose their jobs. And if you even bring up that, hey, as a scientist, I have this politician coming for my way of life and my career, you're not even allowed to talk about that. How does that make any sense? How does that make any how do Republicans revel and are cheerful in Americans losing their jobs? That's what I don't get. Like, I can understand like getting worked up and having this red team, blue team mentality and stuff like that. But to actually be excited for another American family, another American, like the fact that people are losing their jobs and actually being excited about that, that's a sickness. Like that is like a genuine sickness that people have. And it just shows how these algorithms have deluded people into thinking this stuff. And you wouldn't do that to me in face to face. You wouldn't do that to me with my family sitting there. I have 4 kids. And a wife. You're going to sit there and you're really going to tell them, yeah, your husband, you're going to tell my kids, you're going to say, yeah, I'm so happy that my politician's coming from your job. Would you do that? No, you wouldn't. So don't do that online. Don't do that online. Don't play tough guy. All right. My mom busted out of the both sides extremes talking point the other day. I listed the left policies and asked her how many of it the politicians or the media outlets are actually advocating for those policies. She said no response. Yeah, exactly. I don't even like this whole idea that the left has gotten too extreme. It's just crazy. I don't get it. It's not that doesn't match. It doesn't match. With friends like that, you don't need enemies. Yeah. I mean, it's definitely not patriotic. It's definitely not patriotic to literally revel in the fact that your countrymen are being put out, and all the other people that are being punished for this nonsense. Like we had people in this chat that were in human trials for cancer medicines that got kicked out of their human trials because of Trump cut that funding. So some people's only like hope that they had for like a new generation of medicine and stuff was literally taken away because of Trump's cuts in funding. Do you think that they're allowed to make it political? Are they allowed to say something? I think that they're allowed to have their say, right? It's crazy. It's just insane. They are afraid of progress. Terry, I mean, I think that like people, like Republicans specifically, are scared of science because it just gives you another pathway of understanding the world that's independent of this authoritarian power grab, right? That's separate than this authoritarian push for whatever Trump is, you know? So that's just what it is. And we don't need Trump in order to know that climate change is real, because we have the science in order to say that. So it's better to just come for these independent institutions and attack them specifically. Yeah, Robin. Yeah, what's your opinion on Dr. Schwartz as the CDC director? She seems very normal and qualified to be in this administration. Thank you, 5 Minute. Thank you for the gifts, and thank you for the Go Populars and the perfume. I know, Robin. I'm actually shocked. I'm actually very shocked. The fact that like they actually have someone that's qualified and that actually has a master's in public health, and she has an MD. I'm like, what? And she has a JD. It's like very. I don't know. I don't know. I'm suspicious. I don't know. She's so well qualified. I don't know who made this decision. I don't know if they're kind of like lobbying her up so that they can fire her and making an example out of her. I don't know. That's a conspiracy. I have nothing to no evidence of that. I have no other. It is the most competent, most well qualified person in the entire Trump administration. So I genuinely don't know. I genuinely don't understand why they nominated her, but I'm happy that they did. I hope that she's actually independent of RFK and the White House, and will actually say things and like speak out like the original CDC director that got fired for being a whistleblower, basically. Yeah, Robin, I know, right? I kept looking for something. Me too. Like there has to be some way. I don't know. I mean, it's hard in that position. It's very hard. It's unbelievable. It's hard to think that an actually well qualified person wouldn't actually be against what's happening, right? I mean, like if you have a master's in public health, they're trying to dismantle public health. How could you not be against it? You know what I mean? You have to be against it. What's up, Timmy? How's it going? RFA is going to go to the real busy with this podcast. Dude, Hazel, I know exactly. Dude's filling in podcasts, got plenty of time on his hands. You know, meanwhile, he's lying. I mean, the exact same lies and propaganda that he pushes in these hearings, saying that the Trump administration has done the best out of any administration ever before on tackling measles, is the exact same propaganda that he is going to be pushing on his podcast, right? It is the exact same fake reality that they are going to be pushing with these state media, these state podcasts. It's crazy. I know, MB, what's going on? I know, Heather. I don't want to be ableist or something, you know, but I feel bad. I feel bad. There's one of the attorney generals, the solicitor general, the guy that argues for against the Supreme for the administration in front of the Supreme Court. He actually has the same disease as RFK and Susan Collins, and it's so hard to listen to him. And it's frustrating because they could if they actually did some audio engineering, they could actually change his voice a little bit to like you basically calm it down a little bit. There's like a lot of jagged peaks, you know, when he talks, and if you just smooth it out, it sounds a lot less grating. So you could actually like with some audio processing really change like his audio quality. They refused to do that in the Supreme Court, and but maybe, you know, with a good mic and some processing that they could do that in the podcast. But it's I can't listen to it. I just can't. I feel so bad. RFK had some Parkinson type tremors today. Did you notice? No, I didn't, Marsha. I mean, yeah, I wouldn't be surprised, you know. mean, he has basically some involuntary muscle spasms in his throat. That's what the disease is. So it's like, it is unfortunate. I feel bad, but I can't listen to him for a long time. I just can't, man. I just can't. I don't know. Yeah. Yeah, it's a neurological disease. Yeah. So I wouldn't be surprised that if it was like impacting him in other ways and he was having tremors, basically. But I'm not a physician, so I don't know. Hey, Afon, nice to see you. It was his shoulders and neck, so maybe it's what it is. Oh, okay. Yeah, maybe it's in that area, that same area. I don't know. But yeah. It's sad, but it is what it is. Yeah. You can only stand for less than 5 minutes? Really, Helen? Oh my gosh. That's not a lot of time. That is not a lot of time at all. That's wild. No user. Yeah, what is that Schadenfreude where it's like it's hard to feel bad when he spews all that stuff? Like if he's in like, some type of like discomfort or something, it's kind of easy to think about it. Like yeah, but it is I hope that they live long lives in jail. Let's just say that. Like I really do hope that there is like RFK and Trump live decades inside of a jail cell and just to have, just be completely isolated in solitary confinement for the rest of their lives. So there'd be nothing that would make me more happy. Because I mean, RFK is like legitimately like harming people right now. Like he has blood on his hands. So it's like I definitely think that he should be in prison. Absolutely. I don't feel compassion for him either, user. Yeah, I know. I agree. What's the hot topic tonight besides RFK's larynx? I mean, basically, we're just like, I'm trying to lure someone in for a debate, Timmy. So we'll have to see. And, like we'll have to see, man. Sometimes, but a lot of times they run. So that's the problem. Or we could try you mingle. So there you go. If we don't see another person in 7 minutes, it'll be like an hour. So I think we'll try something new. The screen does. And I put some new debate prompts up there, hoping to lure someone in. Actually, let me see how it takes. How it looks. Let's see, guys. Oh my gosh, guys. I got this thing about this thing is going crazy on Facebook, guys. A bunch of my stuff is going wild on Facebook right now. It is wild. That is truly the anti-vax hub, I would say, for the world right now. It is pretty insane. Oh, it looks good. Good. I like it. Okay, the prompts look good. Nice. How about we talk about lab meat? Would you eat it? Yeah, absolutely, Timmy. Yeah, I think that's honestly the future is honestly basically microbiology is the future of food, fuel, and materials. So food for protein, that's basically lab grown meat, which is kind of like they're basically making it in fermenters, and like fuel. So they could be biofuels, that could be a number of different sources of energy, and materials. So like any type of spandex or any type of plastic based materials for food, for clothes, for example, could be made within microbes. So yeah, definitely. How about bugs and insects? Interesting, Helen. I mean, I think like with like, so per space, so the space needed in order to make 1 gram of protein, I believe that worms are actually the highest amount of protein per square inch. So that is the possibility, but I do think that like insects are also in there. And I think that more and more of the world will be doing stuff like that for real, to like get the amount of protein that they need. Someone said that if we went full vegan, it wouldn't be sustainable. I don't know the numbers on that. I mean, the problem is that so much of our food is meat, and basically in order to grow that meat, we give them corn, and corn is very inefficient to grow a mammal. So we have to have a lot of corn. We have to grow a lot of corn in order to make a cow. And so that's the space. So if we actually got rid of meat, we would actually get rid of a lot of corn too, and we could actually put in a lot of better plants and plant a lot of more productive plants. So I think it would actually be good. They're using there are artists using CRISPR to create clothing and art. Interesting. I guess, are you talking about like fluorescent proteins made like for bacteria and stuff like that? And we could save a lot of water. Yeah, it's water, and it's a lot of space too. Yeah, dude, great. I think like the thing is you wouldn't know if it's lab grown meat or not. It's just the exact same cells, that are in a patty, and it's like whether or not that they're there, you wouldn't know. So, hi Ness, how's it going? The cattle industry does consume a lot of antibiotics, yeah, and a lot of like a lot of other things like growth hormone and stuff like that. Absolutely, yeah. Yeah, it does. That does impact a lot of like antibiotic resistance. So yeah, it definitely happens. Does it taste like the real thing? That is kind of the big question, Helen. So the idea is to try to figure out kind of like how we taste things, how we what we taste as meat, and then try to incorporate that more into the mouth feel and everything like that. So it's a really interesting. Basically a lot of times that they take these cells and then they'll 3D print them into kind of the matrix that we associate like with a slab or a steak or something like that. And yeah, we are. And so a lot of times they'll take cells and it actually works. Well, I saw one, it was literally a printer, just like a laser jet or an ink jet, so it just like sprayed on just sprayed on the cells. So it's actually kind of rudimentary, but layer by layer you could definitely make a 3D structure out of it. Oh, interesting. Anna, make, do, and mend a historic dress featuring CRISPR modified bacteria. Oh, okay. Yeah, so it's like a fluorescent protein or something. Yeah, for sure. That makes sense. Yeah. Yeah, Ness. I think that the problem is that the scale, right? It's a lot of like, getting it to that fermentation level of like where it's scaling. It's very tough. It's expensive. It is very expensive to make like a fillet, so I think in general, like it'd be better just to like not eat meat at every meal. And then two, when you do eat meat, like have a nice cut or something, like spend a little bit more on it. And then also just like eat more plants in general. Is it tough? I think that you could make it as tough as you would want, right? Because, it starts off as a, just liquid culture, right? So it starts off as like silken tofu kind of thing. But I would solve so many problems, environmental, moral. Yeah, Ness. No, I totally agree. Yeah. Gotcha, Tommy. Sorry. Yeah, you could like throw that on the barbecue. Nice. Yeah, Guacamole Kid. Yeah, people are over there hanging out. So I love that. Thank you so much. Appreciate you guys all hanging out over there. I missed it. Ness, are you vegetarian? I did not know that you're vegetarian. Marinating CRISPR protein rice. Oh, it's okay, Ness. I mean, nobody's perfect. I'm not going to hold it against you. It's okay. That's all right. You know, whatever. There goes sushi. We were gonna go we're gonna go to the best sushi restaurant in LA. And there you go. Oh no, Ness. It's too early to be in a bad mood. All right, guys, let's try to go on You Mingle. Let's try this for the first time. Let's see how this goes. You can get vegan sushi? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, California rolls. You feel so really? Okay, guys, let's try this. I'm so scared. As soon as people know that I'm like streaming, it could be like a really bad thing. So we'll just have to like talk to people. You know what I mean? Like, let's just, yeah. And I've saw people, they're doing, firefly petunias. Oh, really, Dave? I like, there's GFP, aquarium fish. So you can like go to PetSmart and stuff, and you can basically buy GFP which is like green fluorescent protein, glowfish, they're called. It's genius. Would I eat gas station sushi? I mean, I eat it from the store, from like, yeah, Tammy, yeah, they do. Okay, let's try. Let's fire it up, guys. Let's fire it up. Let's see if I can do this. They're starting my camera and microphone. Here we go. Gosh, do I just do my virtual cam, and then they'll know that I'm like doing something? Is this how I should do this? Here we go, guys. Here we go. Let's. Okay, here we go. Go back. What do we want to talk about? Science, Maha. Whoops. What do we want to talk about? MAGA. Politics. What else do you want to talk about? Start small. Yeah, I'm a little worried. But apparently this is like better, like it's like more moderated than just like the crazy stuff. So we'll try to see. USA. It's just a chat website for strangers. So that's basically it. It's just like ready to meet someone new, and then people do debates on them. People have been doing debates. I saw someone do debates. Yeah. Microplastics in the brain is increasing. Yeah, I think that like that is definitely something that we need to study, Timmy. I don't know how to feel about that yet, to be honest with you, because really it's like it's so small, like the amount that I feel hard kind of worrying about it, but maybe it is. Gardening contributed to the lack of biodiversity in our neighborhoods. Yeah, it can. It definitely can. Okay, let's see. All right, the virtual camera. Here we go. Yeah, dude. Yeah, it makes a big difference. I mean, the doing is some type of a biodiversity garden, makes a big difference. Yeah, for sure. All right, here we go, guys. Flip camera. I guess virtual camera. All right, here we go. I'm not going to show their camera because I don't think that that's a good idea. Just in case they like think that they want to show something. Okay, There we go, guys. New site. Yeah, on You Mingle. It's like a way to meet people. So people have been doing debates on it, and so yeah, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm nervous. I'm very nervous. It's not dating per se. It's just like the other websites where you just like meet new people. So that's the thing. I don't know. I've seen people do debates on it, so we'll try. All right, here we go. Or we could hop into co-host. That's the other angle. We could do co-hosting, or we could do. Yeah, it is. It is. It's a lot like Omegle. Yeah. Brits don't like. No, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. All right, here we go, guys. 3, 2, 1. All right, can't do that. Oh, can't do that. Can't do that. Can't do that. Hey, what's up, man? Can't do that.
Morning.
Hey, what's up, man?
Bro, you are real or AI?
I'm not AI. I'm a real person.
What are you doing right now?
I'm doing a science show. How's it going?
I don't understand, like how.
Oh, okay. All right. Can't do that one. Hey, what's up, man? Nope. Hey, what's up? Nope. 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 All right. Nope.
Experience to think of until the 14-week point.
What's up, man?
Well, I understand, but if you're saying you value consciousness, then why would, if it's the consciousness that you value in particular, if at 14 weeks, that fetus is going to have a lower level of consciousness than an adult pig, why do you value the human fetus then more than the adult pig in that instance?
Yeah, because I think human consciousness as a thing to be valued shouldn't be measured in its levels, because regardless of the circumstance, I think just from a utilitarian calculation, sort of calculate.
All right. That was another person doing the debate. Nope. Nope. What's up, man? How's it going?
What's good? What's going on here? There's a lot going on.
What's up, dude? I'm doing a science show, basically. So people like ask me questions on like, they can ask me science questions or talk about science facts, whatever you think.
They always say like out of Africa is true. I don't think out of Africa is true because blacks have like 30% of.
Okay, that was. All right, next. All right, nope. Hey, what's up, man?
What up, dude?
What's up, dude? I'm a scientist and people ask me questions.
You're on live stream right now?
Yeah.
Holy shit. I thought this was like a I don't know, like a fake video, but
No, man.
that's cool.
No, this is real.
How many people are watching?
Like 100?
You're a scientist. Do you believe in God?
No.
Straight off the fucking bat.
No.
Okay. You don't believe the earth is flat, right?
No. It's a globe for sure. 100%.
You don't believe in God. How come you don't believe in God?
Can you guys not hear him? 1 second. Sorry, bro. I don't think that there's natural processes to basically explain everything. And I just don't need a.
Can they hear me?
Yeah, they can. Yeah.
So my friend on Discord told me to ask you this. How did the single cell evolve when it needed a minimum gene?
How did it? Well, I mean, we've actually seen like multicellularity like actually evolve from algae before. So we've actually seen it like actually happen and things congregate together in order to create multicellularity. So
my friend said, where did that multicellularity came from, or whatever you said?
Genetic mutations.
He said, where did genetic mutations come from?
DNA polymerase errors.
He's basically trying to say those things didn't create out of nothing. God created them. That's what he's basically trying to say. Like, he's like trying to say like, oh, those things you're naming didn't come out of nowhere. Someone had to create them.
Yeah. Yeah, and then there's just some things that we'll never know. You know, I think that's just something that we're never gonna know everything, and I'm okay with that. But the problem is like just like adding God onto everything, you create a problem that you can never solve, right? You're never going to be able to say where God came from. You're never going to be able to say like, you know, what happened before God. So I think that it basically it causes another problem that you can't solve.
My friend said God didn't come from anyone because God is God. God is all powerful, and he's like, well, what else did you say? Oh yeah, he said that he like God is God basically. Just like, you know, he didn't really, you know, God didn't build himself because, you know, God is God.
Yeah. So I mean, because so that same type of like reassurance that you have of just like it just happened because it happened. I just have that with like the universe, where it's just like it just happened because it happened. And I don't know where that came from.
Okay. I mean, yeah, that's respectable, bro.
Cool.
Scientists are interesting as fuck, though. I'm not gonna lie. Y'all are like how old are you, if you don't mind me asking?
39.
39. And you've been studying science for how long?
I've been a bench scientist for 17 years.
Damn. So like, you didn't study science in high school or anything?
I did I mean, a little bit in just like the required courses and stuff, but then I did a bachelor's in science on ecology, evolution, and behavior. And then I did a PhD in microbiology.
That's dope.
Thanks, man. Thank you.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Oh, hey, what's up, man? How's it going?
I'm just chilling. How about you?
Chill, dude. I'm doing a science show. I'm a scientist. People kind of like ask me like science questions that they have or like anything that they've ever wanted to like ask a scientist.
Shit. Now I have to think of something on the spot.
No, it's okay. Dude, I can
something important.
I can get us started though. I can grease the wheel.
Yeah, go for it.
Dude, so basically, one of my favorite science facts is basically if you took yourself and you counted cell by cell, like human cell, bacteria cell, human cell, bacteria cell, you are you're 50% human, basically. You are 50% bacteria, 50% human.
That is interesting. We are just a little ecosystem kind of constantly.
Yeah,
moving,
exactly. Yeah, it's exactly, dude. Yeah, it's the gut is basically a ton of bacteria that help our immune system function. It helps us digest food. It has there's actually a connection right now between the brain and the gut. And it's really the hot topic in microbiology, the like gut brain connection.
That's really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I guess I don't really have any questions asked, but I guess this is like a fact check. Is it true that there's like, because of the fact that there's 52 cards in a deck, that there's like a 52 factorial, that there's more computations for how many orders you could have a deck of playing cards in than there are atoms in the universe, just because
That's
like,
interesting. Yeah, I think so. I mean, that's a math question that honestly I'm not that great at math, but yeah, it gets up there, man. It's crazy. There's more viruses on Earth than there are stars in the universe. Like numbers get like crazy big. It's pretty quickly.
Yeah, I guess I don't like when you break it down to that micro. I guess people already get like freaked out thinking about how little we are compared to everything else, but it gets so much littler than that too.
Yeah, man.
Kind of freaks me out.
Yeah, dude. Basically, 3.8 billion years ago, bacteria evolved on Earth, and it took about 3 billion years for eukaryotic organisms to evolve, which are like animals. And then that was 700 million years ago, and then 700 million years ago to now. So it's a huge amount of time was spent at that bacterial stage, and it's actually why, like for example, you share like 50% of your DNA with a banana. It's because of that like bacteria, like kind of that warehouse back of the house, you know, the maintenance, the DNA, RNA, protein engineering, that kind of like the creation of that kind of stuff. Yeah,
all that carbon material that we're all just made up of.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we're just basically bags of carbon and water.
Sweet.
Yeah. Thanks, man. Well, see ya. Hey, man, how's it going?
It's going pretty good.
What's up, dude? I'm a scientist, and people ask me questions about like whatever they want to talk about.
Let's go.
Okay, cool. What's up?
Okay, so what's your favorite form of medieval torture?
Oh, I don't have one. I don't know. Probably
What do you-
serfdom. Probably like monarchies.
What do you feel about eugenics right now with Peter Thiel and Sam Altman and all those guys endorsing it? Like people like Clavicular pushing it to the adolescent group and like the younger part of the internet.
I mean, like, I think, like, if you talk about, like, negative eugenics and the fact that, like, trying to remove disease, like, from a population, we have, like, CRISPR and gene editing and all that kind of stuff that's, like, happening. That's happening dozens of human, like, gene editing trials that are happening all across the world and stuff. Like, the positive eugenic stuff is, like, really weird, and that's, like, not something that science is really focused on right now.
Are you streaming?
Yeah. Weird. Hey, what's up, man?
Dog?
How's it going?
Am I on stream?
Yeah, I'm doing a science show. It's the Dr. Greg show. How's it going?
What's up, man? How you doing, chat?
Good. I'm a scientist. People ask me questions about science. We, whatever you want to talk about. If you've ever wanted to ask a scientist something, now is your chance.
What's your field of study, if you don't mind me asking?
Yeah, no, all good. I have a microbiology PhD. My dissertation was basically using nanotechnology in order to deliver DNA to algae.
Well, that's awesome. What was the purpose of that delivery?
To basically make their chloroplast genomes a little bit different in order to improve chloroplast genomes and make the photosynthetic rates better, basically trying to create new strains of algae that didn't exist before.
Oh, that's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Man, if I were to ask something, I guess I'd want to keep it in your line of study.
That can be whatever, man. It's all right.
You know what? Fine. I'm going to ask you. It's science related, but it's kind of meta. What has been, even if it was on stream or not, the most interesting science question you've ever been asked? And to you specifically, you don't have to like most specifically for like the crowd. I mean, like to you, like what you were passionate about that you were very excited to answer.
I think like the thing that I'm most like excited about is like basically like I'm a molecular biologist, so basically I play on the microbiology team, but then my position in that microbiology team is like molecular biologist. So I basically change genes and change genomes around inside of it. So I'm really curious about like using human gene editing tools like in order to solve like disease and stuff like that. And there's like been some really cool breakthroughs that happened with recently with human gene editing, and that's been really, really cool. So basically,
would
like,
mRNA vaccines be like falling under that category?
Yeah, they can be, yeah. So if they are used,
obviously.
if they've been used to like, they're actually used to deliver like a lot of gene therapies for cancer. They've been used since 2015 in order to do that.
Yeah.
And recently even more so. Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Man. So how long have you been in the field?
I've been a bench scientist for 17 years.
Wow. Dang. That's crazy.
Yeah. Yeah. So I started out at an algae biofuels lab at UC San Diego. And yeah, it's been fun.
And so is this like streaming gig, like a side gig, or did you go full time?
Yeah, it's like a passion project hobby, I guess. It started during the pandemic when everything was shut down and kind of like started, and then just answering questions and kind of, it's just fun to kind of like talk to people about it. So yeah, that's what I've just been doing.
Especially if you're passionate about it.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
I mean, I don't think I have any more questions, so I'm gonna let you get back to your show and find a more interesting subject.
All good. Thanks, man.
Take it easy,
Peace.
man.
Well, interesting, dude. Interesting, guys. What do you think? That was very fast. That was like very fast going in and out of the co-hosting thing. Yeah. I'm so weary of putting these people on stream. I'm because like you see the twinkle in their eye when they know that you're streaming, and they're like, ooh, I have a lot of power over you right now. And I'm like, okay, next, I'm out of here. So that's a little weird. Like talking about like the IQ guy. That was wild. I mean, I'm like, what were the deterrents? The deterrents for what? I don't know what you mean. Super fast. Yeah, exactly, Ness. Dude, that's the thing too, Ness. Especially for TT, like some of these people look. Yeah, you just hit start and it just goes right to that person. You just hit start, boom, you're right in there. So no, Ness. It's all dudes. It's all dudes in the same thing, but in the other way. looking insane. And you're like, this is weird. I definitely think that it could get me the hammer. Like if I act, you know what I mean? Like these guys could definitely, I know, right? I know. Very nice. Finally. Yeah. Who is writing those things on the screen to the right? I am. He's talking about this. He's talking about these. These are the claims. These are the debate claims that I am like talking to people about. Yeah. Climate change is definitely real, Guacamole Kid. I mean, you're literally you are. I don't even know where you live. I don't know where you are, but I can tell you if you look around in the room that you are in right now, there are hundreds of items that are all manufactured and shipped and reprocessed materials from the world that were brought to you. And in order to do that, required a lot of energy, it required a lot of materials, and that impacts the environment. That's just how easy it is. That's just what it is. You entered a Dr. Blitz discussion. Is that what it was? Is that what it is? What age group are they in? You mean, Gul? I don't know. Helen, it seemed some of them were really weird, and then some of them were older. Yeah. It's not caused by geoengineering, Guacamole Kid. It's just caused by humans living. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, geoengineering on this, I mean, the idea of us like, pulling carbon from the ground and putting it into the atmosphere, if you're thinking about that being geoengineered, then maybe. But I mean, I know that you actually believe in like, the insanity with like seeding clouds and stuff. So I know that I know where you're going with it, and you're wrong. So what's your ocean cleanup? What's your hot take? It's good. I would be I definitely think that we should be doing ocean cleanups for sure. I think I think it is necessary, Hazel. I agree. Like, I think that like there's so much plastic waste that we kind of have to. Yeah, we kind of just have to. We have to do what we can in order to do it. Yeah. Okay, Guacamole Kid. Okay, thank you. I have a crazy friend who tried to tell me that the government is blocking the sun. Yeah, Ness. I don't. It is wild to me, like what people will actually believe, man. Like it is so crazy. It is. I don't even get it. The fact that like people think that like hurricanes are created by the government and stuff like that. It's just like, I'm sorry, but man, you're on one, dude. You're on one, and you're not in a good space. You're not in a good space. Yeah. Oh man. All right, guys. What do you guys want to do? What should we do? I don't really have anything set up to like do the whole. I don't have like the science education board set up to like talk to people. So I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. It's not about, you gotta think outside the box sometimes. It's not about like thinking outside the box, Guacamole Kid. It's about like what is possible and what people are doing and having evidence in order to back up your claims. And you just don't have that. Please tell me y'all's friends also mention the underground cities, especially under the airport. What? Oh, you mean like the tunnel cities? User, like, I guess user Channel 5 did like a thing like on the city underneath like Las Vegas and how people like live there. It's pretty crazy. Yeah, exactly, Timmy. Yeah. No, not that. Are you talking about like the like journey to the center of the earth? I remember reading that book and being like so excited to like go into that whole like dinosaur cave in the center of the earth and like, you know what I mean? I was like, oh man, this is going to be so awesome. Exactly, Hazel. Like that's what I'm talking about. That's what the Guacamole Kid thinks. Like, and these people think that because hurricanes are somehow manufactured that you can just kind of like nuke them away. It's crazy. I don't know about those, Timmy. I don't know. I don't know about those. It's a government-made city. So they can take. Whoa. Oh my God. The adrenochrome thing is back? Really? Of course. Of course. Of course. Of course, Miss Cake. Of course. Why wouldn't you eat those? Yeah. Yeah. What to do, guys? Well, we could start watching the RFK panel. I guess that we could do that. That would be good. I was like really amped up to debate someone today, but I guess that's not going to happen. It's been an hour and a half trying to get someone in here, so it's just like I don't understand. But yeah. Timmy, I think that there's that, but then also I think that's just there's like lead in the atmosphere, man. A Guacamole Kid, I promise you I am fully awake. Yeah. Dude, I don't understand, Timmy. I had heard that, and now people like the multiple like conspiracy theorists like said that in chat, and I'd never heard of it before. And now it's like what? Like what is that? A bunch of scientists disappearing? Well, they just cheered for science to disappear, and now these people are supposed to be the ones that are looking out for our best interests. Like I'm like, what? This is so weird. It's very stupid. It's very stupid. Yeah, exactly. He just finds new ways of distracting people, making them scared. Yeah, exactly. Okay. All right. What to do, guys? I guess we're gonna watch the RFK hearing. Let's see. Let's see, guys. I tried. I'm so frustrated. So frustrated. God, it's 4 hours long. What do we do? What do we do? There's a 3-hour one, so maybe it's like a little bit more edited. Okay, let's try this. I don't want to watch the clips. I want to watch like play it on 2.5 speed. I don't think that we could. Dude, his voice would be. I don't even know if you could hear it. Yeah, he would definitely not allow me on his podcast. That'd be hilarious. I mean, I'd be down. Okay, let's see. Let's see his opening statement at least. Here we go. Oh, this is so frustrating, guys. So frustrating, man. Okay. Let's try this. 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 Okay. And then can I do this over here to this browser? Oh. 1 second, guys. Sorry. Wasn't planning on doing this today. Wanted just to talk to people. So frustrating. Sick of it. Okay. This. Okay. Here we go. Our Ask RFK segment? Oh my gosh. Yeah, he did heavily screens those calls. There's no way.
Still doesn't know much of anything about it. As far as fraud, Paul Wazak is one who had $10 million of wages that he kept, some of to buy a $2 million yacht.
What?
His mother contributed to the Trump campaign, and he no longer has to pay $4.4 million or stay in prison. Mr. Secretary, I want to know what role you play in the soft-on-crime approach to healthcare fraudsters. Have you recommended that any of these healthcare fraudsters should get pardons or commutations, or did the campaign contributions speak for themselves?
I don't think there is anybody in this country. I don't think there's anybody in this country who believes that this administration is soft on fraud. We're the first administration.
Dude, this is the most pro-fraud. What?
Pardoned and not even have to restitute what they've taken from those they've
Yeah,
defrauded.
this is the most
it's really
fraudulent.
A disgrace.
Like,
I'm surprised
what
you
are
would defend it.
It's not a credible story.
Oh my
It's
gosh.
a fact, sir. It's not a story. It's a fact.
That's crazy, dude. It's just crazy that they just can say that stuff under oath.
American history.
Your time has expired, Mr. Doggett. Mr. Kelly.
Thank you, Chairman.
Oh my
Mr.
gosh.
Secretary, thanks for being with us today. And as usual, the meetings will continue till our morale improves. I did want to just talk about one thing real quickly. I'm really wishing you success in the rollouts of the bridge and balance models, expanding seniors' access to weight loss drugs, and as Mr. Buchanan talked about,
GLP-1
this
agonists?
is really critical. But at
What is
this
he talking
point
about?
in today's hearing, I'm going to turn my time over to Mr. Swikert from Arizona. I think he has would take more than 4 minutes for him to go through all the things he wants to ask you. But again, thank you for walking out of where you were into this.
Yeah, GLP-1 agonists are what Ozempic and all those are. That must be what it is. It's about allowing seniors and like people that are just on Medicare to like have GLP-1s like in Ozempic and stuff like that. I mean, I pay for it.
I appreciate what you're doing, and your family has always been a hallmark of American service. So thank you so much, Mr. Secretary. Mr. Schweikert.
Thank you, Mr. Kelly. And I appreciate him doing this. And well, let's actually do some waste and fraud where we have real money. I actually want to talk about what's often referred to as CPAP, the CDPAP, New York Health. Let's actually use New York because that's actually what us and oversight have been looking at. Something is wrong when the biggest job creator in New York City over the last few years turns out to be a home visitation program that you all manage. We have some data here that basically says for every 1,000 residents 65 and up in New York State, the whole state, 171 are receiving these stipends, these payments. In New York, if New York itself was actually at the Medicaid population average, it would save $43 billion a year.
Oh, is he talking about
when
like?
we start to actually examine and dive into the numbers, the disproportionate, yes, we have frauds here, frauds there, but we have entire states that seem to be helping this fraud along. What do I do to help a program like this that substantially
What is he talking
expanded during
about?
COVID, that we now have not only New York, but a handful of other states that seem to be using it as a jobs program and not a health program?
Senator, that is a huge problem. New York State pays on average 80% more per capita on Medicaid than any other state. 80% over the average. And part of the reason
Oh my gosh, it's about caregivers. They think that caregivers are the reason why like they're all the healthcare cost is going up. Like what?
Are these waiver programs that the states, many of the states have now applied for and received. In the old days, Medicaid paid for medical procedures. So if you got a hernia operation, we could figure that out at CMS. We could see you had a scar. It was done by a licensed doctor, by a licensed nurse, and we could track to make sure it actually happened. The waivers allow people, family members, who are taking care of an elderly parent to get paid for balancing the checkbook, for picking up the groceries, for driving somebody to a doctor's appointment.
What's wrong with that?
Today, the biggest job in New York, 650,000 people, the biggest employment niche is home care. These are family members who are getting paid to do things that they used to do as family members for free. And and this is rife with fraud because we have no way at CMS to determine whether they actually perform that duty or not. We don't know whether you drove your grandmother to a doctor's office. So it's an
Yeah, dude. No, there was no 9 million in welfare fraud in Minnesota. That is completely false, Guacamole Kid. That's just completely false, dude. It's just nonsense. These guys are just making up numbers. Like I don't agree. I don't think that any of these, dude. If you think that California has hundreds of billions of dollars in fraud, bro, you have no. It's like it's so hilarious. They're just like, why not trillions? Like you have no idea how big those numbers are. Like it's insane. You're just saying things.
Opportunity for fraud. And states corrupt people, fraudsters are taking that opportunity all over the country. And it's one of the reasons that Medicaid doubled during the Biden administration, because we are paying for fraud now as much as for medicine.
Oh, my
God. Thank you, Mr. Secretary. And we get a round two. I yield back.
Mr. Thompson.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you for your persistence in getting this hearing scheduled. And Mr. Secretary, thank you for finally appearing before our committee. Mr. Secretary.
Number of measles cases in the U.S. Okay. Interesting. I can't wait to hear what he says about this.
Let's start with an easy one. Do you have a medical or public health degree?
No.
No?
No.
Okay. Yet you're overruling doctors, scientists, and public health experts across our country. Your dangerous conspiracy theories are undermining safe and effective vaccines. Mr. Secretary, I want to echo my friend, the ranking member's comments about polio. I remember as a kid, kids older than me in school with me who got polio. They live with the lasting impacts of that infection for the rest of their lives.
Paralyzed.
I was fortunate to get the polio vaccine, and I was fortunate to never get polio because of that vaccine. And because we're about the same age, I'm sure you have similar experiences.
I doubt it. I doubt RFK actually went to a public school. I'm sure he was going to private schools.
But now you undermine vaccines and are helping make diseases deadly again.
Yep.
Mr. Chairman, I ask unanimous consent to submit for the record this article from the Sacramento Bee about the rising measles cases in California.
Without objection.
Thank you. In 2000, measles were declared eliminated in the United States. And I've got a graph behind me that shows that. Under 4 years of President Biden, there were 514 measles cases in the U.S. Under just 1 year of President Trump, there are nearly 2,300 cases. Mr. Secretary, kids have died because measles is running rampant under your watch, in large part because President Trump allowed your conspiracy theories to run our public health.
It's true.
Americans need serious leadership grounded in evidence and science. Instead, we have you and this president elevating misinformation and undermining basic public health.
All right, he's doing it.
HHS should be led by professionals who respect science and data, listen to doctors, and put patients first, not by rhetoric, not by conspiracy, and not by ignoring established medical facts.
It's true.
So today, Mr. Secretary, this is not just about policy differences. It's about whether this department is going to protect the health of the American people or put them at greater risk. Right now, it looks like the latter. Let's not sugarcoat this. Americans are paying more for health care, not less. Families are being squeezed at every turn, and instead of relief...
Bro, you did not have measles. What are you talking about, bro? You did not have measles in the United States. Like, what are you talking about?
They're being handed policies that will make things much worse. You and this administration promised to lower costs. Instead, costs are rising. And you and this administration ripped health care away from millions of people. H.R. 1, the big, ugly, big, beautiful bill, whatever it's being called these days, cut $1 trillion from Medicaid. That means fewer doctor visits.
No, someone, Guacamole Kid in YouTube chat said he had measles and it wasn't that bad. So again, I don't think that he actually had it. I think that he probably had like chicken pox, and he erroneously thinks that he had measles, but yeah, I don't think so.
It's delayed care and more people showing up in already overcrowded emergency rooms. Let's be honest where this leads. People will get sicker, preventable conditions will go untreated, and people will die. Mr. Secretary, you shouldn't be in this office. I yield back the balance of my time.
Just didn't even. I feel like you got to like land a question though. You know what I mean? That's great that you're like doing that, but like give him like a explain this. Explain how you're making America healthy again by spreading disease. You know what I mean? Like he's under oath. Like ask him something. You know what I mean?
Mr. Schweikert.
Like that was, you know, I hate that like these. It feels like a lot of these like hearings just become like where these House and Senate members just cut clips for their donors, you know, and it's just like you have the chance to ask him something, make him answer. He's under oath. Make him answer something.
Mr. Secretary, you are actually the first person I've had in my 16 years who's actually willing to have conversations with me on how to have the revolution of lowering the cost of healthcare and help our brothers and sisters be healthy. But I want to go to
the first person. Is this guy like, how old is this guy? Was he born in like 2010? Like we as a country, we've been having this conversation for a long time now. Jorge, yeah, I mean, I agree with you. He's going to lie, but he's under oath. You know, I think that you should take advantage of that as much as possible.
One that makes the lobbyist community pucker up because every other lobbyist seems to be working on this. These are just some of the MedPAC reports. You pay for them. They basically say Medicare Advantage, Medicare Part C, has a misalignment on the math.
Oh my God,
we need to come to a final conclusion.
This guy's like whole mission is like it's just crazy. It's just crazy to me for like these, but it makes sense when these guys are like 75 years old and they're only thinking about the healthcare costs and the healthcare of the United States for people that are 70 plus. Like it's just crazy to me.
Are these accurate? Or the stories I get from the lobbyists accurate? Are the insurance companies accurate? Because the latest report says Medicare Advantage comes in at 114% of fee-for-service. In 2005, when we set up Medicare Advantage, which I'm a big supporter of, a capitated model where you make your profit by helping your brothers and sisters be healthier, instead of a model where
how are they healthy? How are they healthy by like having measles? How are they healthy by like having measles again?
Last year's Wall Street Journal series showing how many people had been scored as being sick and they didn't have that disease. They had never been tested for that disease. 114% compared to 95% fee for service.
This guy's awful.
10 years.
This guy's crazy.
Myself with the remarks of Leader Neal, especially as it relates to the great legacy of your family.
Thank you.
There wasn't, on my paper route, there wasn't a house whose door I didn't knock on where there was a picture of Pope John the 23rd and John F. Kennedy.
Oh my God.
That's how deep.
Nobody cares. Nobody cares about the Kennedys. Like, stop this nonsense. God.
An incredible influence that the President of the United States, the first Catholic elected, had on generations of people, and still.
And he's using that influence for what now? Like, he's using that sway and that political dynasty for what? Like, what is the point of this? Like,
as much relevant today as he was in the 1960s.
Is he?
Your family.
JFK?
And its legacy of public service.
Thank you, BBGG.
Deserves always to be acknowledged for the enormous sacrifice and their willingness to serve and to serve in the public interest.
How is this guy serving the public interest by dismantling public health? Like, what is this nonsense, dude?
Interest. Well, Mr. Neal also pointed out, as my other colleagues, I think you can understand and appreciate the incredible frustration. President Kennedy said that science is the quiet power. And whether it comes to sending a man to the moon or vaccinations, President Kennedy was out front in terms of his belief in government and his belief in making sure that vaccines were provided for the health and well-being of the American people.
All right.
And the children were all sworn
and
to serve and protect.
And
I would like, Mr. Chairman, if you would, to submit for the record the Connecticut Department of Public Health testimony on the establishment of vaccine standards.
Without objection.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I would also, Mr. Chairman, like to submit for the record a stark divide. Americans more confident in career scientists.
That's me.
At the U.S. health agencies than leaders.
That's me.
Objection.
And I guess that's
That's
what
me.
it all comes down to. When we look at
It's me.
the vaccination process, and I think everybody's entitled to their opinions and views, but we're not entitled to our own facts.
You too,
And
Jorge.
the facts, I think, speak clearly on this. When I confront doctors in my community,
Away, do you think we're here?
they
Why do you think we're here? I think it's the social media algorithms that basically hijacks people's like free will and free thinking. It's because I thought you were like, why are we here? Not because of you specifically. Well, I'm here for you, Ness. I'm here for you. So that's you know what I mean. So there you go. Sorry. It's hard. I was being nice for once. Okay, nobody's perfect. All right. Well, there you go. That's very nice of you, Ness. That's very nice of you.
say they're spending more time counseling people about taking their vaccination shots. We know what we were able to do. Just 4 years ago, the state of Connecticut braced for what they thought might be an outbreak of measles because a case was reported. But as it turns out, that was the only case. And it was attributed to the fact that people were vaccinated, and that's what prevented that. And as Mr. Neal and others have mentioned, whether it's polio, whether it's measles, whatever the case may be, I think you can appreciate how deeply concerned people are about this and how the contrast between what your uncle and the President of the United States said in his beliefs and yours with respect.
The only thing that RFK is going to do here is going to bring it back to COVID. That's the only way that he can. Like I don't see any other way unless it's like some crazy pharmaceutical company, nonsense. I don't know.
To vaccination.
Oh, stop this.
With that, I see my time has run out. I'll yield back my time.
Thank you, Mr. LaHood.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Why doesn't he have to respond? Why doesn't he have to respond to anything? Why doesn't he have to say anything to that? Why? That's two people now. He's not having to respond to at all. This is insane. What? He should have to say something.
Mr. Secretary, welcome. I want to get your opinion on the FDA. There's been broad reporting in the press on concerns and mismanagement and bungled drug reviews at the FDA have chilled investments in life-saving innovative cures, and that China is rapidly becoming the recipient of those investment dollars. I also serve on the Select Committee on China. And as we look at how do we...
Did Trump's China, did he infect people's the way of saying things? They're all mimicking Trump now. China, what is that? They're adding another syllable, China. What is this? This is insanity.
Win the strategic competition when it comes to investment and innovation. It's very important that we have a vibrant, efficient FDA. And I understand that you aren't involved in those drug review decisions, and I intend to take that up.
Well,
with
they're
Dr.
stopping
Mercury.
them. They stopped the COVID vaccine from coming out because of the report on it. Exactly. Oh my God, Jorge, this is your wheelhouse, dude. I can't understand people that say nuclear. What in the why? You know what I mean? That doesn't make any sense to me. Nuclear. It's nuclear, guys. There's no other extra syllable, man. What's up, dude? Oh, the peptide thing. Yeah, Nicole, I think that kind of stuff. A lot of it is it's all hype, bro. It's all hype. So I don't think that a lot of those peptides like do a lot, and it's a lot of wasted money, to be honest with you. But yeah.
But it seems like a squandered opportunity to maintain America's position as the premier destination for investment in medicine and modern technology. Can you comment on that, Secretary?
What I would comment is I acknowledge that Congress is eating our lunch, and that happened.
But Congress is eating our lunch. What are you talking about? Unregulated pseudoscience. I mean, a lot of them, yeah. I would say that the ones that don't have human trials, yeah, I would say that they're pseudoscience for sure.
During the Biden administration, we are redressing
Espresso.
that. We have broken every record for drug approvals. We approved 67 drugs this year, new drugs. We approved, which is a record. We approved 39 new devices, which is a record. We approved 91 new generic drugs, which is a record. We are 100% online to make all of our PDUFA deadlines, which does not usually happen. We have dramatically shortened.
Dude, yeah, he is shaking a lot. Oh my gosh, he is like having some neurological things for sure, dude. Dang, he is shaking a lot.
From approval, from conception to commerce, we just approved 2 new drugs, 2 new oncology drugs in record time, one in 45 days. The closest before that was 310 days. The other in 55 days. These are 2 drugs that are so effective that they can bring people out of hospice. We've moved to 2-to-1 from 2-to-1 trials to 1-to-1 trials, where it's appropriate. We're using AI to dramatically shorten the times to approval. We're doing things that no other agency has with greater competence, greater efficiency than any other agency in history. You hear these stories about a drug that's been refused. You read about them in the Wall Street Journal. This week, they were talking about a melanoma drug. Every panel within FDA, all the career panels, the career scientists who looked at that drug said it was not effective. The drug maker was told to do a 2-arm trial. He did a 1-arm trial. And all the people who were tested also received a chemotherapy drug, so we don't know what the effect was. And Marty made the correct decision to not approve that drug, but everybody goes after him because the industry is so powerful. They own Congress.
You're the head of the HHS. What are you talking about? What is the pharmaceutical company in the room with you? See ya. Bye.
They own the media, and they can beat up Marty McCary because he's trying to do change over there.
Gotcha. I want to switch subjects. I'm also the chair of the Work and Welfare Subcommittee, which has jurisdiction over foster care and the SHAFE programs. Yesterday, we had the First Lady here to talk about Fostering the Future, her initiative when it comes to foster care. Can you comment on the role HHS is playing in implementing the Fostering the Future executive order to help improve outcomes for foster youth?
Oh my gosh.
President Trump and the First Lady, who's been extraordinary for us to work with, have said their vision is 1 family for one child. Right now, we have a 2-to-1 ratio. And part of the reason for that is that the Biden administration was excluding an entire class of people because of their religious beliefs. We are and told the states to actually pass laws, instructed them to pass laws refusing families who had certain religious beliefs, mainly Christian religious beliefs, to not be allowed to have children. And that
people that what? You say that Christians weren't allowed to have children? Like, what are you talking about, dude? Charlie, thank you for being a researcher. Welcome. Thank you for hanging out. Yeah, I know me. I agree with you.
Constricted the pool of available parents.
Exactly. The Christians aren't allowed to have children, and now they had to be approved by the HHS. What is he talking about?
We are changing that. We're also, addressing one of the big issues, which is to allow children to stay with their families of origin. One of the biggest drivers of those separations is drug abuse. And we are aggressively going after these issues. And partially as a result of our work, the number of foster children has dropped.
Oh, Hazel. Oh, families who don't vaccinate, they don't get to have the children. They don't have to have foster parents. Oh my gosh. So basically all these crunchy Christians that don't vaccinate, they're feeling like they had religious persecution because of that. That's wow. Dude, what just fragile. God, that is unbelievable. Wow. Hey, Abe.
From 425,000 to 325,000 because there's more kids who we're doing our early preventative services on and intervening early with parents who have drug addiction problems.
Thank you, Mr. Secretary. I yield back.
Mr. Davis.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Secretary Kennedy, thank you. And I too share the admiration of your family's legacy and contributions to the development of this nation. In my
that is like, it's so stupid, dude. I'm sorry, that's so dumb.
district in Chicago, though, child care can be hard to find. And when parents can't find child care, they can't go to work. Last week, President Trump said, and I quote, "The United States can't take care of daycare because we're fighting wars and need to spend our money on those."
We're spending $2 billion a day in Iran. How could we possibly pay for childcare for working families?
Do you agree with President Trump?
I know exactly, Jorge. Yeah, remote work is the easiest way to do that, you know, but they it's just
that we should cut child care to pay for his war in Iran?
I don't think that that's what President Trump meant, Congressman, and I appreciate you very much for actually giving me an opportunity to answer your question, which none of your colleagues have done.
Oh my
They've
God!
all shut me up, and they've talked about science, but science is about debate. So they give a little speech that they can go and market, you know, for fundraising, and then they don't allow me to answer the question. And I deeply appreciate respect that you.
Wow, just the idea that he's just filibustering right now, trying to not take it.
You've shown. In this budget, we were told to make a 12% cut across our department because Congress wrote a $39 trillion debt. We're now having to tighten our belt. Two programs that
didn't happen. This $36 trillion in debt didn't happen in the last budget, dude. Like, what is he talking about? And
I protected, and that Roosevelt protected were the Head Start program.
Okay.
Oh, it is getting no cuts. And incidentally, there have been no cuts to Medicaid.
What? That's not true at all.
That I need to ask. Black women are nearly 3 times as likely to die from pregnancy-related causes as white women. Yet the Trump administration is undermining.
I mean, the science is about debate, but it's not like debated. Like the scientific debate doesn't happen on social media. It doesn't happen on, you know, like these like comment sections of Facebook pages. You know, that's the thing. It's like science is debated like in the lab. Science is debated at lab meetings. Science is debated writing a publication. Science is debated by your peer reviewers. It's by editors. Like all these different. It is vigorously debated, but not like we'll see who runs up one another for this, you know, debate that we were having and to figure out who is, you know, correct. But I mean, the thing is that like I'm willing to have that debate, you know, like that's fine with me, like but that's why nobody joins here, you know. That's why nobody wants to debate here and have those discussions, because they can't have that. You know what I mean? They want to rely on conspiracies and they want to rely online and they don't want to be held accountable. Hey Dan, nice to have you in chat, dude.
From all sides. The GOP slashed over $1 trillion from Medicaid, which pays for over 40% of births in the United States. President Trump just proposed cutting maternal and child health programs by over $800 million. Doge canceled funds for several research projects.
That's all AI. Can you source the feed? What are you talking about? White? I don't understand what you're talking about. What studies? What studies are you talking about?
Saved countless black mothers, like the Morehouse School of Medicine research on improving the health of black pregnant and postpartum women. How can we lower black maternal health experiences if we're cutting funds for these critical programs? And the administration
CBS
says
News
that you can't consider race or ethnicity in healthcare.
We are this administration, under my leadership and President Trump's leadership, is doing more to advance maternal health than any other administration in history. There was tremendous duplication of departments. We had 42 different maternal health services in our department, and we cut some of those and consolidated them. Right now, we are investing
what is a woman? Your mom.
huge amounts of money in maternal health. We serve 59 million American mothers.
What? This is unedited, dude. I'm pausing it because I'm responding. What are you talking about?
Our perinatal program, which is a groundbreaking program, we're now in 220 hospitals.
Well, thank you.
Has reduced maternal mortality in those hospitals by 42%.
By what? Doing what?
Done that in history.
Doing what? What prenatal care program are they instituting, and what have they changed? What are they talking about?
Let me ask you, the community health centers are excellent stewards for the 340B program, and have done a great job with them. Now they're burdened with a new model and reporting requirements. Would you consider exempting the health centers from that model of rebate, all of the reporting things that are making it difficult?
I'm happy to talk to you about that. I can say that we are increasing the budget, our community health services centers in this country, in this budget, where everything else is getting cut, because we understand that they do a better job at treating their patients, and particularly patients in the poor community, than any other system in our country. And I just gave another $143 million to them last week, in addition to the proposed increase in their budget that are in this proposed budget.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Now you're back.
Thank you. Mr. Estes.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, and thank you, Secretary Kennedy, for being here today. You know, I want to start by commending the Department of Health and Human Services for establishing the MAVA Commission and the Administration for a Healthy America to fight chronic disease and promote healthy living for all Americans. As mentioned earlier, the statistics are staggering that 6 in 10 Americans have at least one chronic disease, and that
they're obese. They're obese. That's why they're obese. What is he talking about? Look at this guy. This guy is suffering from disease. It's called obesity. This guy, okay? This guy himself. This guy is suffering from disease. It's called obesity. Okay? This guy is suffering from it as well. It doesn't take a rocket scientist, dude. It's not like it's like some crazy thing like, oh my gosh, what is possibly happening? They're just, people are overweight. That's it, guys. It's really not that, it's not that hard. Like, people are just obese. I don't know what to, like, it's so simple. Like, this idea that, like, oh man, there's these new diseases that just we don't know what they are. They're just these brand new things. No, bro. Like, people are getting healthier through Ozempic and GLP-1 agonists because they're eating less food so that they are losing weight. They're not getting healthier because they're eating whole foods or organic. Does Ozempic make people eat organic foods? Is that what's making them healthier? Like, no. They're just eating less. They're just eating less. How hard is this?
90% of our healthcare spending is dedicated to fighting these conditions. We've got to look at ways to reverse this trend and focus on how do we improve wellness.
Like obesity is linked to like as a comorbidity to like everything. Everything. How hard is it?
We're strongly supportive of a pivot away from this reactionary sick care towards the preventive maintenance and strategic alignments for particularly rural health. We also need to recognize the importance of patients' access to quality care and availability of providers. A bold vision for a healthy America doesn't work if we can't succeed to support our rural communities with the essential medical workforce and emergency transportation required. In my district in South Central Kansas, institutions like the Kansas College of Osteopathic Medicine and the future Wichita Biomedical Campus are working hard to generate the next generation of doctors that will be supportive for us. You know, Mr. Secretary,
they're all leaving. They're all leaving your South Kansas place, buddy. I mean,
ambulances are an essential lifeline in rural America. And when emergency happens, sometimes those helicopters are often the only way a patient gets to a medical treatment in time. Many of our bases are at risk of closing because of the Medicare reimbursement rates haven't been meaningfully updated for a couple of decades. And part of that's because the federal government hasn't been doing its job. 5 years ago, the No Surprises Act was required the Department of HHS and Department of Transportation to collect those cost and operational data. And to date, those rules haven't been finalized. And I wanted to just ask, you know, how can we work together? How can we get HHS and Department of Transportation to?
Okay. Oh my gosh.
To win the support of skeptical senators during your confirmation hearings, you claimed, and I'm quoting here, "I support vaccines. I support the childhood vaccine schedule." I was skeptical about those comments because prior to your nomination, you espoused numerous disproven theories that childhood vaccines, including the measles vaccines, were linked to autism, death, and other adverse effects.
True.
Not surprisingly, we were right to be skeptical of your promise to support the childhood vaccine schedule because at your direction, the CDC removed its universal vaccine recommendations for children, covering 7 immunizations, including things like flu, COVID, hepatitis A, hepatitis V, and rotavirus. On Fox News last year, you stated, and I'm quoting you again here, "There are adverse effects from the vaccine. It does cause deaths every year. It causes all the illnesses that measles itself causes." A deadly measles outbreak in Texas killed an unvaccinated 6-year-old, the first such death in a decade. So simple yes or no question. It's not that we don't want to let you answer. It's that we all have limited time, and you have plenty of time to answer questions, and you had plenty of time to give testimony at the beginning. So simple yes or no answer will do here. Do you agree with the majority of doctors that the measles vaccine could have saved that child's life in Texas?
It's possible, certainly.
Okay, thank you.
Wow.
I want to look at some very important
Dude,
data.
you know what's crazy? I mean, it is weird. Like he did say last year that like the Texas, when the Texas numbers were sky high, it was like 800 cases. He did say that like we have the technology and the vaccine that people should take the vaccine for that. It's very weird. He has like these streaks of like saying that, but then he does go over to like other island nations and say that vaccines are dangerous and all these kind of things. So it's like he plays both sides of this. It's very weird. I don't get it.
In 2024, under the Biden administration, which apparently seems to be responsible for every ill in the world.
Yeah.
In 2024, under the Biden administration, there were 258 cases of measles. And in 2025, under your leadership at HHS, it ballooned to over 2,000. That's a 675% increase. And we are now on track to surpass that this year with over 1,600 confirmed cases in just 3.5 months.
Yeah.
If we project those numbers out for all of 2026, we can expect a whopping 6,400 cases of measles. That's a 2,380% increase in a preventable disease. CDC data also shows that about 80% of children who died from flu this season were not vaccinated.
Yeah.
The anti-vaccine rhetoric you ran on and the anti-vaccine actions you have taken over the last year clearly correlates with the dramatic increases, again, in preventable diseases. As a mother, this horrifies me. Stopping the spread of communicable diseases is one of HHS's primary responsibilities, and a strong public health messaging campaign on the importance of vaccines could have stopped this surge of measles cases as it had in past outbreaks.
Yeah.
But I was appalled to learn that the CDC suspended public health messaging on vaccines last February.
I wonder why.
It ended a successful flu vaccine campaign as well. My question is, did President Trump approve your decision to end CDC's pro-vaccine public messaging campaign?
You've got a lot of misinformation there. First of all,
Oh my God, dude. Dude, see, this is what I'm saying. Like, you have to be able to like ask him a question. This is good. She has good questions, and now he has to he can't answer that because obviously it's true because he has to daisy chain everything up now. So now he's gonna try to squirm out.
let me respond to the misstatements that you've made.
No, you have other opportunities. I have limited time.
I only have
answer my
you're
question.
the only opportunity I have
Did
to
President Trump approve your decision to end CDC's pro-vaccine public messaging?
Allow me to respond to a lot of the misinformation.
No,
let me just end your time. I know you only have 5 minutes, so let me diatribe and filibuster and try to take up as much time as I can.
My question, please, sir. I have limited time.
There's a global measles epidemic. We've done better in preventing it than any country.
Oh my gosh.
That has seen a bigger.
That is not true.
That's not true. Mexico has 3 times our measles, and they have
President
1/8 of our
Trump
population.
approve your decision to end the CDC's pro-vaccine public messaging?
Canada has double the
that a
measles, and
decision
they have
that was made by Trump?
1/8 of our population.
Did he approve that?
We've done better at preventing measles than any country in the world.
We're just starting. Like our trajectory is just starting. So it's yeah, Canada is going to have more because they're on the tail end of it, and it actually still is going all across the Canada. So it's gone through Ontario, but it's still radiating out still. So
approve your decision to end the CDC's pro-vaccine public messaging campaign.
We've done better at
Voice and
That's
Velvet.
not answering my question,
and ending
sir.
the epidemic.
That is not
than any
answering my
country
question, and I
in the
think you don't
world.
want to answer the question.
better than any country in the world. Why does he keep saying that we've done better than any other country in the world? Really? Bro, what?
Because I think you know.
I want to respond
that
to
you
your
are making
misinformation.
Terrible decisions that impact very, very real lives,
Yeah.
especially the lives of children.
It's true.
Now, one thing that I find incredible is that you suspended this pro-vaccine messaging campaign.
Aw, nice. Thank you,
but
Voice.
somehow you're spending taxpayer dollars to drink.
How many cases of measles in the last 2 years? I know. I mean, it's probably over 2,000, 3,000.
Milk, shirtless in a hot tub with Kid Rock. And somehow you think that's a better public health message
Your time is
than
expired
informing
by a
the
minute.
public about the importance of vaccines?
Gentlelady's
Really?
time is expired.
Really? I yield back.
You don't have anything to yield. Mr. Smucker.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Thank you, Secretary.
For something highly contagious as it is, what do you think is containing it? I mean, it's basically measles is spreading through the unvaccinated population. So the people that are measles positive, 97% of them are unvaccinated. So basically, what's stopping the spread of measles are vaccinated people, because measles, the measles vaccine is very effective against measles, because there's a really long incubation period within the body for measles. So it gives your body a good chance in order to mount that defense. So that's what it is.
Secretary, for being here today. I'd like to first thank you for your work. Thank you for your willingness.
So the local population has what is the dominant protein spike. Yeah, there's not a lot of measles out there, so you're not seeing a lot of like measles variation. So you don't have a lot of evolution happening, basically. Yeah.
To do this, thank you for your courage, because taking
Thank you for your courage. Thank you for your courage. He's literally appointed. He accepted this appointment. Like, why are we like bloviating on this guy for doing his job? This is what he's supposed to be doing. God.
Entrenched system.
Why am I talking about it then? Because measles is the most contagious disease that we know of, and that it's going to harm people, and people are going to lose their lives over it. Like, that's why. Yeah, that's why.
It does take real courage, and I think future generations will thank you for the work that you're doing today.
Dude, future generations that are like strapped like with iron lungs that have polio, like that they're going to look back at this guy and think, wow, I'm so happy RFK let polio come back and measles come back and all these other things.
I want to talk just two quick things. You've spoken extensively about the role of diet in preventing chronic disease, and I have two specific policies, bills that I'm working.
There aren't any cases to speak of. Of course there are, Mr. White. That's the whole point of like, that's what we're talking about. We're talking about thousands of cases of measles. Like, what are you talking about?
Working on that we've talked with the department about, but I'd love to get your public comments about them today. The first is food as medicine interventions, like produce prescriptions, medic.
What are you talking about, White? Dude, like, measles was eradicated in the United States. It wasn't just like coming, these numbers have been happening for thousands of years. Like, what are you talking about? Like, this isn't just an inevitability. It's like vaccines are effective against this. And that is something that you can do.
Tailored meals, which there's growing evidence that they can really improve outcomes for patients with chronic disease. So I think there's a role for these approaches in federal health programs. And of course, you know, CMMI is created specifically to test new healthcare delivery models that improve outcomes and lower costs. And I appreciate that under your leadership, CMMI has
the Republicans, man, these are not serious people. These are not serious people that are trying to actually engage with reality and try to like actually put studies and understand what reality is, trying to have better conditions. Every single Republican answer is just like, wow, you're so great. You're doing such a great job. You're so brave. You're so like they're not even talking about what's happening. It's just like this insane, like it's just not connected with anything that's happening.
Started to prioritize prevention-focused models. So I've been working on and plan to introduce.
What are you talking about? As far as the local level population controlling it, the dominant, it's not going to break out again. It's happening right now. What are you talking about? It's all throughout the country. It's literally breaking out right now. There's an outbreak happening right now, White. What are you talking about? Like literally, it's happening. Like it's happening right now.
This afternoon, a bipartisan bill that would test a bundled payment that provides certain chronically ill patients.
Bro, they're talking about bundled payments. Like this is these people are not serious.
This rate of infect chronic disease.
Well, thank you. I do want to bring up, food manufacturers are moving in the right direction due to your leadership on reducing additives, reformulated products. So, path often
And that regulation is now going through Congress. Most are. I'm a congressman.
Thank you.
Made during your tenure as Secretary of Health and Human Services, Mr.
Congressman.
Thank you. Look forward to working with you on that.
Ms. Sewell.
Mr. Secretary, you've made a number of outlandish and frankly disturbing comments both before and during your tenure as Secretary of Health and Human Services. I want to draw your attention to one of those times. In a 2024 podcast interview, you suggested that Black children on ADHD medication should be reparented. You said every Black kid is now just standardly put on Adderall, SSRI, benzos, which are known to induce violence, and that those children are going to have to go somewhere to get reparented.
No, he is a junkie, Gail. He wasn't on he might have been on cigarettes, but his voice is because of the a neurological disease, but he is a junkie. He is an ex-junkie. I mean, he is.
Parented. There is a lot to unpack in that comment. I know that you've already answered several of the questions I was going to ask, and so I'm just going to rephrase them.
What are you talking
Mr.
about?
Secretary, you've already admitted that you are not board-certified physician, and you've already admitted that you did not go to medical school. Have you ever reparented, or parented, I should say, a Black child?
I don't even know what that phrase means, and I doubt that
a yes
I said
or no
it.
answer.
I doubt that I said that
it.
phrase.
You
No,
absolutely
I'm not going to
said it.
answer something that I didn't say.
You absolutely said it.
Oh, I'd like to hear the recording.
Oh my God, dude. It's so good.
I don't even know what it is.
It's so good, dude. That's so crazy. You just gosh, you just say even if they have a recording of you, you just say that's AI and I never said that. Why? Why would you? Oh my God. This is the world, guys. This is the world that we live in. This is that you just you don't accept anything as reality that you don't want to accept. Trying to figure out what they are talking about, and Kennedy needs a firing. Yeah, they do. He does need a firing. He needs to be fired for sure.
I don't either. That's why I'm asking.
And by the way,
so to be clear, you're not a doctor, you have no medical degree, and you have no formal medical training. You have never parented a Black child.
24 of the 26 HHS secretaries have not had medical
degrees. This is my
degrees.
time. And I say to the chairman, I want to reclaim my time. So you are not a doctor, have no formal medical training, and you've never parented a Black child, and yet you are suggesting that the federal government should take Black children away from their families and reparent them and send them off to some wellness farm instead of providing them with evidence-based.
You're just making stuff up.
I am absolutely not making this up. Mr. Secretary, in your opinion, what factors should the federal government consider when reparenting a Black child who has been on ADHD or ADD?
I don't even know what you're talking about, Congressman. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what reparenting even means.
I don't either. You said that.
I did not say
Mr.
that.
Secretary, for Black families in the United States, the issue of family separation is not new. Our nation has a long and painful history of separating Black children from their families. During slavery, Black children were taken from their parents and sold with no regard for their humanity. And after slavery, Black families continued to face forced separations through Jim Crow laws, discriminatory policing, and child welfare systems that too often assumed that Black parents were unfit. Even today, Black children are removed from their homes at higher rates than white children, not because of their greater harm, but because of longstanding bias and built-in institutionalism. For you to suggest that Black families are not capable of raising their own children is deeply offensive. Sir, you are the Secretary of Health and Human Services for the world's most powerful country, and your words matter. When you suggest that reparenting Black children, when you sow doubt about the safety of vaccines, and when you promote unproven statements that have no basis in science, you endanger the lives of everyone across this nation. Those children have parents, and to suggest that they have to be reparented is offensive.
Oops. Oh shoot. Okay, let's see. RFK, black kids ADHD. Trying to look for the clip on the. Let's see. I mean, a lot of people quoting this. Okay, so let's see if we can find it.
You absolutely said it.
Oh, I'd like to hear the recording.
While RFK denied saying it, the internet always has receipts. Here's the podcast.
Might be scored.
Here we go.
A program is going to be wellness farms, rehabilitation facilities that I'm going to start in rural areas all over the country, where people, any American, can go for free. Any of them who is dependent on drugs, either legal drugs or illegal drugs. Psychiatric drugs, which every black kid is now just standard put on Adderall, SSRIs, benzos, which are known to induce violence. And those kids are going to have a chance to go somewhere and get reparented, to live in a community where there'll be no cell phones, no screens. You'll actually have to talk to people.
As you heard, his claim is that black children are being over-medicated for ADHD, that they should be sent to wellness farms and reparented. I think even he knew.
Yeah, dude, that's pretty bad.
Are careless, communities
That's
pay
crazy,
the price.
dude.
When your words are imprecise, they create confusion. And when your words are dismissive, they cause real harm. So you don't have the pleasure, because of your position, to speak first and think later. Not in this job and not because of your responsibility. I expect, and the American people expect, that you choose your words with sincereness and with seriousness, the seriousness that your position demands. American lives are at stake, and it's time that you start acting like it, sir.
Thank you. Ms. Hearn. Mr. Hearn. Mr. Hearn.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. It's good to be with you today. Mr. Secretary, thank you so much for, sorry. It's good to have you here today. I really appreciate it. I want to use my time to bring an issue to your attention. Last month, a young man from Oklahoma, Jacob Toe, came to meet me in my office. He told me a story that stuck with me, one that can make a huge difference for children in our country.
Oh, God.
In 2024, Jacob was in the midst of a custody dispute for his 3-year-old son, Leonardo, or Leo as they called him. One day, Jacob got the call no parent ever wanted to receive. While Leo was in his mother's care, the young boy passed away. Jacob learned that Leo died from an accidental ingestion of fentanyl that was left within the reach of his mother's home. Jacob fought to figure out how this could possibly happen. In doing so, he learned that the drug screening panels used in the child welfare process did not test for fentanyl, which is not.
Dude, what are you talking about? The left did not love this guy and his positions. He did awful in the primaries. Like, what are you talking about? He was nobody liked him. Like, it has nothing to do with Trump, and he basically swapped sides so that he could be a closer, an inch closer to power. Like, the fact that he is a complete turncoat, it's like, it isn't a benefit to you and Trump. Like,
Detected by standard drug panels. While talking to lawmakers back home, they, like me, were shocked that fentanyl was not already included in the child welfare drug screenings. I believe other states across the country do not realize this gap in care and safety exists.
What?
While grieving the death of his son, Jacob correct necessary. California saw
with reverse and stuff.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. Mr. Secretary, I'm glad you're appearing before us today. Under your leadership, CMS recently added new layers of red tape that Medicare patients need to navigate to get the care that they're entitled to. Mr. Secretary, I hope you understand the harm that delaying and denying necessary care can have. Do you remember saying this, quote, Americans shouldn't have to negotiate with their insurer to get the care they need. Pitting patients and their doctors against massive companies was not good for anyone, end quote. Do you remember?
I don't remember, but I would.
Dude, does this guy just? Dude. I think that's what you do. You just go around and say, I didn't say that. Nope, I didn't say that. Like, how shot is this guy's memory? Like, I understand, like, being able to say everything, but or misspeaking. But this guy just can't remember anything that he said.
And I'll submit for the record actually a press release from CMS with your quote in that.
Yeah, it's from your press office.
From June 23rd of 2024.
Kamala got. What are you talking about? Yeah, Kamala was a great. Yeah, she was a great vice president, and she was a great candidate in 2024. Yeah.
Without objection.
In this case, I agree. Pitting patients and their doctors against massive companies isn't good for anyone. And yet...
But your whole point, Mel, was that he was loved, okay? Like that RFK was loved by Democrats. That wasn't, like... It's pretty obvious that he wasn't, because he didn't get any love in the primary. My whole point wasn't that Kamala Harris was super popular in 2020. You know what I mean? That just doesn't make any sense. Like you're just distracted and you're just saying random things.
Less than a week after you said that, CMS announced the Wiser model. The program allows private companies to use AI to review traditional Medicare claims and pays them based on the amount of care they deny. This program went into place in 6 states across the country, including my home state of Washington. President Trump said multiple times on the campaign trail that he would not cut Medicare, but this program does exactly that.
True.
For example, Joanne is a senior from Washington on Medicare. She has a herniated disc that is pinching her sciatic nerve, causing immense pain down the right side of her body. Her doctor prescribed an injection that would help relieve her pain. If it had been prescribed last year, she would have received the treatment, no problem. But because of the Wiser model that has been implemented, she's been in intense pain for over 6 weeks while she waits for approval. She has been using crutches or a wheelchair for over a month now, which is making her arthritis worse, adding to her chronic pain. Since using crutches, she's fallen multiple times, including earlier this week. Instead of simply approving the procedure, Joanne's conditions are getting worse. And Secretary Kennedy, the W in the Wiser model stands for wasteful. Do you think that Joanne's treatment, which would allow her to walk and live with less pain that her doctor has prescribed, do you think that's wasteful?
Do you want me to actually answer that question?
Oh my gosh, dude.
Yeah.
I asked it.
I think that's a terrible outcome. It's one that was not intended by the system.
Oh my gosh, dude.
The problem is there's tremendous ways. In Medicaid, there's only 5% of the cases are given prior authorization. In private,
hey, what's up, dude?
30%.
Dr. A, how's it going?
This is traditional Medicare now, where it's now, this has only been put under prior authorization under your leadership. Now, President Trump promised multiple times that he, quote, will not lay a finger on Medicare. Given President Trump's promise, did you or the president approve this model, which is now delaying and denying care for people in states like the state of Washington?
Oh, thank you. Dude, all my diplomas, dude, my papers are all on my website, drgregshow.com, dude. If you want to like look at my publications, like and like see what kind of scientist I am, I'm totally you can check out all my stuff, that's totally fine.
Answer the question.
Thank you, Dr. A. Appreciate you.
People are being denied care across our state right now.
Very, very quickly. and as an example, 5 years ago, we were paying $250,000 a year for $250 million for skin substitutes. This year, $23 billion. Why? Because there was no prior authorization in the Medicare program.
And now someone like Joanne is not getting her care. It's more expensive for us because Joanne is not getting her care. We have story after story. I can also submit for the record stories of all the people who are being delayed at night.
It's just every single time they are given this, like an example, it's like, that's just a one-off, man. That wasn't supposed to happen. And my favorite is like, we'll look into that, like, and we will see, what's going on, and we'll fix it for you. And it's like, that's just corruption. Like asking your government specifically for like your carved out like thing, like it's just bad legislation. So if this is happening, it's probably happening to millions of other people, and they just don't know the story that this person's talking about. So it's like, it's just insane. Oh, cool. Oh, that's awesome, Dr. A. Thank you. Yeah.
Denied care. It is more expensive for us. It is more expensive for them when they are not getting the care they need. Last year, I sent CMS a letter detailing my concerns about the Weiser model. I still have not gotten a response. That was last August. Can you publicly commit to responding to that letter and addressing the concerns of this harmful model?
Yeah, absolutely we will. And I apologize for not getting back to you sooner. We have an unprecedented
that's the thing.
Number of communication.
We just have to go person by person and email by email, guys. That's what we have to do. Oh, geez. Guys, did you get your email in? Did you get your email in so that you can get your healthcare like figured out? No, thank you, Dr. A. You're very, very nice. Appreciate you.
From Congress.
I got 4 kiddos myself, so there you go. It is awesome. I love your bio. It's cool.
Well, we don't have you here very often. We have people in
Do you mind
my state who are being denied care, who are being hurt based on this policy, and there's an indifference to the challenges that they are facing, all because of a model put in place for no reason and doing exactly what you said shouldn't happen, which is, and I quote, pitting patients and their doctors against massive companies. These are private companies doing this prior authorization. It was not good for anyone. Thank you. I yield back, Mr. Chairman.
Discovering $23 billion worth of fraud is not for no reason. And that
you are hurting patients in our state and other states across the country for no reason, and I appreciate you finally responding to the letter. Thank you. I yield back.
Thank you, Chairman Smith. Secretary Kennedy, thank you so much for coming in front of our committee today and for your leadership in improving the health and well-being of the American people. I have two things I'd like to discuss. In my home state of West Virginia, we see some of the highest rates of chronic disease in the country. Coupled with our rural nature and limited access to care, many of these patients are especially vulnerable and face significant barriers to managing their conditions. The first chronic disease that I want to speak about is our patient population that I am focusing on, which is people who are living with chronic kidney disease and the end-stage renal disease. I commend the administration's effort to promote affordability and fiscal responsibility in healthcare. I am concerned, however, that in the case of kidney disease, the current ESRD bundle may inadvertently discourage the development of adoption of new therapies and technologies.
Yeah, exactly, Michelle. Like, how is there, if there's $23 billion in fraud, where are the charges? Where fraud is a real charge that you can hold people accountable to. Where are the people in jail? Like, why aren't we having like dozens of court cases where people are being like thrown in jail over this stuff? Like, come on. Like, what is happening?
Could improve outcomes and reduce long-term cost for patients who do rely on life-saving dialysis. The complicated post-TDAPA policy has resulted in promising innovative drugs being pulled from the market entirely or only being accessible by a tiny fraction of the patients. I have a bill called the Kidney Care Access Protection Act, and it is a piece of legislation that could expand access to the new treatment options in a way that both encourages innovation and ensures costs remain well managed for Medicare and taxpayers. As we work together toward better outcomes and cost containment, how is CMS evaluating ways to strengthen incentives for innovation within the ERSD bundle while still maintaining fiscal responsibility?
What?
I mean,
This is such a niche. What?
Say that that's the balance that we're all trying to achieve. We are doing everything in our power to maintain.
Bro, what's the website shows my diplomas? No website shows my diplomas, dude. You can check my dissertation is on my website, though. Like, a PhD isn't a diploma. I mean, I have a diploma from my PhD, but like the work I produce isn't a diploma. It's a dissertation, and I published my dissertation. It's like on ProQuest. It's online. You can download it. Like, I'm not hiding my name. You know what I mean? It's weird.
The United States is the innovation center for the world, and we want to make it easier to get quick approvals for drugs that actually work. We need to do science on them, and we're doing gold standard science, and
oh my God, gold standard science
at the agencies. I don't know enough about the renal disease aspect in the bundle, but I'm happy to work with you.
I'm happy to work with you. See, this is what I'm saying. Your little niche thing, I will work with you. I'll email you back and we'll figure it out. We'll get a carve out for you. It's like, it's just a bad bill. If you have to have all these carve outs constantly, it's just a bad bill and you're hurting more people. It's just like not a good thing. Oh, thank you, Pedals.
Also get somebody from Oz's team to come over and talk to you directly.
Oh my God, dude.
I know that that's not an outcome that they would like.
Like, give me a break,
wonderful.
dude.
The second issue that I wanted to talk to you about is that it is clear that what we eat plays a direct role in our health. And quite frankly, many Americans don't eat right. And these poor nutrition choices are a major driver of chronic disease.
Oh my God.
I believe there's a strong case of expanding access to MNT therapy for targeted and specific groups.
MNT therapy. What is that? MNT therapy? Oh my God. Medical nutrition therapy? It's like all that stuff that like chiropractors are like doing.
In Medicare beneficiaries whose outcome could actually measurably improve as a result. With that in mind, can you share your perspective on the role medical nutrition therapy should play in improving health outcomes for Medicare beneficiaries and how we can most effectively and responsibly expand to those who would benefit?
And again, it's all about Medicare beneficiaries. It's just like, again, it's just like, how can we help people with Medicare get better food? Like it's just crazy to me, like how targeted and how niche these people, like this person was literally talking about like kidney failure of people in Medicare. How many like thousands of people, you know what I mean? Like, no offense, but like how many thousands of people in the country are having these problems? What is happening?
From the most, particularly in the rural and underserved areas.
Oh, okay. Oh my gosh. So people that are in Medicare, that are diabetic, that are in rural counties. That's what this question's about.
I think, and I've worked with Governor Morrissey about that on this issue. And I think there's nobody at this agency who is not committed to the idea that food is medicine, that it is.
Oh my God.
If we want to do prevention in this country, we've got to, and end the chronic disease epidemic, we've got to start with food. That's one of the reasons we're pushing nutrition into the colleges, we're pushing it into the hospitals.
Wow. This is like never before, guys. Never before. Incredible.
We're pushing it into the community health centers, make it the central focus of healing and prevention. Oh, I want to work with you in any way that I can to achieve the goals that you're talking about.
Thank you so much.
Oh my God.
Back.
What a brave. Wow. So brave.
Dr. Murphy. I don't think your mic is working.
Oh, nope. Use this one.
All right. Is it now? It's now. It's working now. Thank you for coming. I want my 12 seconds back. Thank you for coming. You know, we're talking about a little bit about vaccination. I think we ought to talk a little bit about the arrogance of a fellow named Anthony Fauci who came and lied to Congress, lied to the American people, and in my opinion, destroyed the confidence of the American public in the healthcare system.
That's not true. That just isn't true. Like, this is only the Republican Party and only the Republicans have any like lower distrust of the United States like healthcare system. It's specifically a Republican issue. If it was Anthony Fauci doing all these nefarious things, then you would have independents and you'd have Democrats equally like being like pessimistic about the healthcare system, and you just don't see that after that. So it's just specifically a Republican thing.
When we're talking about vaccination, that's number one. Number two is your predecessor, who was not a physician either, led the greatest invasion in this country of 13 to 20 million illegal people coming in this country who were.
What is he talking about? He led? Who? What?
Not vaccinated and brought in disease into this country. So let's actually.
This is so dumb, dude. It gets higher every time. It's 30 million actually now. Guys, think of how stupid this is. Think of how stupid this is. When did the measles outbreak happen? 2024? So when did the Biden administration happen? End of 2024? So why did the measles that they brought over, why didn't it spread until years later? It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. And the kids that are getting sick are unvaccinated kids of people that are born here. And it's just this conspiracy that these people push is just so tired. Like you just take for a second and just think about it for a second. That's literally all you need.
Bring facts into that conversation.
Oh my gosh!
Second of all,
what an idiot!
I share some of the concern now about what's happening with our drug delivery system going to China. They are developing a burgeoning industry that is threatening what we do as primal confidence, at least in the American pharmaceutical industry. And I think we really, really have to be concerned about that. I think the greatest thing that your administration has done is bring highlighting to the fact that food is medicine. I saw a child in my clinic about 6 weeks ago that was 8 years old that weighed 262 pounds. This is what we're dealing with.
Yeah, because he's obese. He's obese. It has nothing to do with dude, give me a break, man.
This is what the obesity epidemic, and it is sad that the number one drug that is selling now in the country are weight loss drugs.
How is that sad? That's good. If we have an obesity epidemic and we have a medicine that can target that and make it better, that's a good thing. Like what? How we're mad about that now? We're mad that we actually was so. 1 sentence ago, he was mad that people were the obesity epidemic, but now he's mad that we have something that specifically targets it and that takes it on like straight away. Like, which one is it? Do you care about the obesity epidemic, or do you care about people having a pharmacological method to actually having some reprieve? Give me a break.
This is endemic. This speaks to the terrible, terrible tragedy that has become the American food industry. So thank you for highlighting that. I want to get back to one thing that is my passion, and that is the cost of care in this country.
Okay. Oh, here it is. Here it is. What's the cost of care going to go, guys? Okay, so the Biden administration, it has to be, he's talking about illegal immigrants, so it has to be probably that, right? He has to be talking about, like, that has to be it. Exactly, debate talk. Exactly, dude. Like, what's the cost of this war? I know, right? What the billions of dollars a day that we're spending on Iran, and this guy's like, more people are getting skinnier, and that's what the problem is. Like, what? It has to be like some like tax. He's going to talk about taxes somehow, and he's going to talk about Biden for sure. Come on, bingo. Come on, bingo.
Care in this country has risen tremendously, in my opinion, primarily because of vertical integration that has happened in this country, primarily which has been caused by the ACA. That is the number one driver of healthcare costs. We can talk about the pharmaceutical industry. We can talk about the other things. But we, a few weeks ago, had the arrogance and the vanity of our health insurance industries come in front of this committee and just sit to point fingers otherwise. You convened last summer in July the 70% of those who insured in this country, and they said they were going to do better.
Yeah, exactly, debate talk. Like, I don't understand how the ACA is to blame, especially now when the ACA is nothing. The ACA has been completely gutted. There is no individual mandate. Right? There is no individual mandate that is taking people like into the pools, the insurance pools, in order to make healthcare cheaper. There is healthcare exchanges, but they're not like mandated at the state level. So most of these Republican states actually use the federal exchange. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Yeah. So basically, it's like vertical integration is when these companies start buying down the chain. I think it's just the ability for think of like of the vertical integration of a like a large company buying down, and so that basically from. Are they buying hospitals too? Are they buying hospitals? Debate doc? Okay, yeah. So it's like like hospitals to the insurance companies, all that kind of stuff. Yeah, I think CVS, they're involved with, like, they're there. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
And I know they gave a report saying they've cut down prior authorizations by 11%. But frankly, after 35 years in the healthcare industry, I don't believe a damn word that they say. And until we get the middlemen under control in this country, the number one driver of healthcare costs in the pharmaceutical space is not the pharmaceutical industry. It is the pharmacy benefit managers. It is the middlemen. And until we...
Pharmacy managers have gotten as too good in this country.
Get rid of this thing that is only present in the United States, we will not drive down healthcare costs. And so I urge you to be the hallmark of your administration is to go after what we have created, is the vertical integration that is destroying the doctor-patient relationship and bankrupting America. Second of all, I want to talk about the No Surprises Act. To your point, absolutely, a great bipartisan bicameral bill. Your predecessor, of course, went straight and gave all the authority to
Biden. I got it. I said Biden. I said Biden in there. Yeah, Michelle, way to go. Way to go.
The insurance companies. I have a bill.
It can't be the private insurance companies, guys. It can't be the private insurance companies just acting as a middleman with no actual purpose in the healthcare system whatsoever. It can't be them. It can't be the healthcare insurers. No way.
HR 4710, which puts meaningful enforcement back into this. Right now, our vain and arrogant insurance companies are keeping hundreds of millions of dollars
just in their little kitty, which has been appropriated to people who provided the care.
Oh, interesting.
But they're keeping it. And so enforcement mechanism, and I understand your administration is working on that. So I thank you with this. And then lastly, excuse me.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
I applaud the Trump RX. We had Mark Cuban come.
It's so shameless how he puts his name on everything. I was doing my taxes and the whole thing, like the Trump account. Now he has Trump RX. Like, it's just so shameless and tacky. I hate it so much. It's just so annoying, man. And now he's going to put his signature on our money. Like, exactly how there's just a rebrand of like the same thing.
We're working with the administration and trying to do this with Cost Plus. I saw a patient, again, about 6 weeks ago. He changed insurance companies. A pill he had been on for 15 plus years was now close to $1,500. I literally pulled out my phone and went to Cost Plus, and it was $15.
Wow.
So I applaud the administration for getting the middleman out.
So brave.
These are the problems that the American public is facing. You know, we can talk about all the other extraneous issues, but if people can't afford health care, that's not access to health care. And when you allow 20 million people in the country and you overload hospitals and you overload of health care systems, we can't provide care to the American public. That is our primal and first duty. So I want to say thank you for what you're doing. You have a tough job. We're here to support you and thank you for your efforts.
Oh
With that,
my
I'll yield
God.
back.
Ms. Chu.
Secretary Kennedy.
All right. All right, guys, we're going to end it there. Oh my gosh, guys. Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you. I hate it so much. They're so. Oh, whoa. All right, guys. Love you guys. Thank you for hanging out. Gonna take off. Get some sleep. I got dad duty in the morning. So thank you for hanging out. Tomorrow is our panel. That should be good. And yeah. So I love you guys. Thank you for hanging out. And I'll see you tomorrow. Bye. See ya. Bye. Thank you. Yes. Yeah. RFK and low dosages only. Exactly. Bye. See ya. All right, YouTube. Thank you guys for hanging out. I appreciate you. Thanks for Dan, super fan in the chat. Thank you for being here, man. Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Dan. Thank you, Guacamole Kid, Dave Marvin. Thank you guys. Robin, NB, Marsha Mello. Thank you guys. Helen, thank you for